I keep
All
this
right.
hand of 7.
Hi, everybody. I still need to put my commander in spell table.
Same.
So welcome on in. I am Brandon, aka Ashenworks, your fantastic host for this evening, as we are playing some Wednesday night Commander Magic, and I am joined by Blackjack of Blackjack Crafts.
Hey.
Jamie Wolf, aka Jamie Wolf Art, and Pulsar, aka Commander Pulsar.
Hello.
Jamie is doing their intro over on their channel. You can go check that out at twitch.tv/Jamie Wolf. In the meantime, though, a couple of announcements. Lore of Etheria Dark Symmetry is almost done with its Kickstarter. I think they're in the last 24 to 48 hours. Blackjack, thank you so much for that resub.
I had a button and it kept looking at me funny.
That's so fair. Thank you for the 5 months. But yeah, so Lore of Etheria Dark Symmetry is the sequel to the Lost Druid book. If you use the referral link that's in chat, we get a little bit of a kickback, and also they just announced if you back at the $100 tier, you get a free year subscription to the Alchemy virtual tabletop, in addition to everything else on the Kickstarter. Aki, hi, welcome on in.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, welcome on in.
Hey.
Welcome back. Also, hi, Aki.
And Jamie and Pulsar also had a button. Pulsar, thank you for almost a year. Holy shit.
We all had the button.
Oh yeah,
it
Jamie.
is almost,
I missed
a
the
year
Jamie
in
button.
that. It's almost a year in that it was a month ago. Would have been a year. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I remember thanking you for a year.
I know it's fine.
I was...
It's almost a year by.
No, I said
over a little bit.
I said over a year.
Okay.
Over a year.
Gotcha.
I was like, what?
So, who all are we playing tonight? Don't forget to set your commander in the in spell table.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
We
targeting
no,
the commander.
Jamie missed. Jamie missed when we all said
We're
that.
doing that.
Oh.
I said it as soon as we transitioned.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he said, do the thing. Yep. Oh, yeah.
All right.
So I can start. I am playing Miirym Sentinel Worm. For 3 green, blue, red, I get a 6/6 dragon spirit with flying and ward 2. Whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under my control, create a token that's a copy of it, except that token isn't legendary if that dragon is legendary. So this is the deck I lovingly refer to as Dragon Clone Jutsu.
Dragon Clone Jutsu.
All right.
All right, then I'll go. I am playing Captain. What is that? How do you pronounce that?
Gothrod.
He is a horror pirate because 'tis the season. All horrors I control have menace. Whenever a horror I control deals combat damage to a player, that player mills that many cards. At the beginning of my end step, I get to choose a target artifact or creature card in an opponent's graveyard that was put there this turn, or put there from the library this turn, and then I can put that into the battlefield under my control.
All right. I just call him Captain Neil, so sure.
The good Captain David.
Squid face.
I mean,
Ooh-ha.
good Captain Davy Jones was in the Monkeys, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm playing Gishath, Sun's Avatar, which is a 5 and a Naya for a 7/6 legendary creature dinosaur avatar with trample, vigilance, and haste. Not as many keywords as Odric, but up there. Whenever Gishath, Sun's Avatar deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library. Put any number of dinosaur creature cards from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Dinos.
Yeah,
Dinos for days. It's dinos
yes.
and ramp. It's all it is.
Yes, ideally I punch my opponents and dinosaurs fall out.
Yeah, ideally you ramp to Gishath as fast as physically possible, and then punch and get
punch
dinosaurs.
my opponents and dinosaurs fall out. Yes.
Yeah.
And hope I don't mill them all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a 100-card deck. There's a lot of dinosaurs.
Yes. And I'm playing Tovolar, the Dire Overlord, aka Tovolar, the Midnight Scourge. He's a werewolf commander, and whenever a wolf or werewolf I control deals combat damage, I get to draw a card. So that's for each werewolf that deals combat damage. And then at the beginning of my upkeep, if I have 3 or more wolves or werewolves, it becomes night, and I transform any human werewolves I control. So it doesn't. So it also affects those who don't necessarily have daybound, i.e., the older werewolf cards from the original Innistrad.
Nice.
So werewolf times.
Does that mean Tovolar is the goodest boy?
Tovolar is not the goodest boy. Tovolar is not a good boy. He is the equivalent of like. Imagine if hey James. Imagine if like your like really upper tier bandit group was just all werewolves as well. And yes, James, my friend Scoogle, who's in the chat, says that punching your opponent is unsportsmanlike conduct, i.e., aggressive behavior. And we should listen to him because James is my friend who is a level 2 certified judge.
Oh no! Oh no! The judge is here.
Mm-hmm.
No, but if I punch them and dinosaurs come out, isn't that a matter of concern as well?
So
if you punch someone and dinosaurs come out, I think you need to call the Archaeological Society.
I want to be very clear that this is a casual game of Commander, and we will fuck up.
Okay,
you know,
I just want it to be known that I am down to 6 cards because I had the mulligan.
I luckily got to use the free mulligan, so I'm at 7.
Oh, I used my free mulligan, and then it was like, oh, there are no lands in this hand.
We're gonna see how this one goes.
Most I think of what happens with James is it's gonna be him reminding me if I miss my day-night triggers on changing from day to night.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, that'll be a thing.
Oh,
you have a day card?
One more announcement. I can dig one out. I know where one is.
Oh, so do I.
One more announcement. We announced this week that in 2 weeks from yesterday, so the 18th, we're gonna do a special Blades in the Dark one-shot here on the channel. Goat Heist.
Goat Heist.
Which is based off of our Quiet Year charity game that we did a couple months back. So we will be doing that. All donations / incentives go directly to the cast for their time with Fire in the Dark and all the interviews and everything else. And we have a chance to unlock the Patreon exclusive interviews for everybody. So be sure to check that out in a couple weeks.
Yep. I will be a player in that, actually.
You will. I am GMing.
Yeah. But yes, James knows that it's a good thing this isn't competitive rules level enforcement.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. So, Commander's going first?
Commander's first.
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll dig out a day-night counter.
Oh, I have one.
Oh, you have one?
I
okay.
have misplaced mine.
Actually, I have one courtesy of James, who gave it to me not the last time he visited, but the time before, and I played my Tovolar deck, and I didn't have one.
Oh, that's right.
I have one, and it's stashed in an organized fashion, and therefore I can't find it.
Like any good ADHD individual.
Correct. I'm going to
y'all
play.
Keep talking about HD. I only have 80 of them.
I guess I draw because I do draw, right? Because Commander.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I draw.
And Guildgate enters tapped.
Yep, it sure does. I was going to say I play Boros Guildgate, which enters tapped, and pass turn.
Great. I will draw for turn.
Go back in the box.
And then I will play. All right. So I will play Game Trail, which enters tapped unless I reveal a mountain or forest from my hand. I will reveal a mountain. So it comes in untapped. I will tap Game Trail to play Soul Ring.
Turn 1 Soul Ring.
Tap Soul Ring to play Arcane Signet.
Damn.
Well, that's a opening hand.
Like my last game.
Yep. Which I
and
believe
then-
you won.
He did.
Barely. I shouldn't have. I should not have won that game.
Mariah's not here to keep me in check this time. Go ahead, Brandon.
All right. I'm gonna draw. Ooh. Gonna do just a mountain, and then pass.
Awesome. Draw. I thought I checked that one out. I
You
will
said that
play.
last time.
I did. Like, I just went through the deck and was pulling out cards to put into my sideboard, and I apparently pulled out the wrong cards. I play Frostmarsh, and it comes into play tapped, and I will pass.
All right. All right. Draw for turn.
Pay no attention to the fact that this is a snowland. It has nothing to do with anything.
No significance at all, I'm sure. Untap everything. Play a land for turn. Okay. And then I'm going to pay 1 and a red to play an Otepec Huntmaster. Otepec for 1 and a red is a 1/2 human shaman with the rules text: dinosaur spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, and I can tap it to give a target dinosaur haste until end of turn.
Gotta get that
That
Gishath
does
found as fast
not-
as possible.
Yep,
That sounds like a human and not a dinosaur. What is going on here?
It worships
I
the
know.
dinosaurs.
But
He's in touch
that's
with
a
his
good way
inner
of getting
dinosaur.
eaten.
In touch with his inner dinosaur. And
This
that
is
is
not
it for my
Alien.
turn. I will pass.
Untap.
No, I would say it's more a V,
Draw.
though maybe that shows my age.
No, I watched the reboot, so I understand what you're talking about.
Okay.
And
I will play a mountain.
Okay.
I will then tap Soul Ring for 2, an Arcane Signet for a green, and play Beastmaster Ascension.
Great.
Whenever a creature I control attacks, I can put a quest counter on it, and as long as it has 7 or more quest counters, creatures I control get +5/+5.
Yep.
yes, it's it is a card.
What is
I
this?
would be
There are
unsurprised.
tigers.
There are tigers on it. I would be unsurprised if it's not in your Gishath deck.
I wouldn't be surprised by that because I don't own a copy, and
that's fair.
it's expensive. But it is. I wish in this deck.
That's fair.
I have things that are
Okay.
not that are okay. Anyway.
I will then tap a Game Trail for green and Mountain for red and play Kessig Naturalist. When it attacks, I get to add
Red green.
mana until end of turn, and it does not end as it phases. And because he's day bound, it becomes day.
It's day.
Yep, the day-night cycle has begun. And then I will pass the turn to Brandon.
Does
Okay.
spell table track that? Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I'm curious now if it does.
I have no
It
idea.
might have a way to do so, but
I
I'm not worried
know it
about
keeps
it.
track
I got
of-
a card.
I know. Yeah, I'm not
Oh.
either. I just know it does stuff like poison counters. So I'm just wondering if it will
Oh.
do
okay.
it's just under the miscellaneous stuff. I guess I don't know.
I am unfortunately inclined to tell you all that I have just lost the game because of James in my chat.
Yeah.
Thanks. I lost it yesterday.
Okay.
I am blissfully ignorant of the game that you're talking about and intend to remain so.
And
Alright.
tower
You've already lost it. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
and mountain for 1 and a green to play Farseek, and I'm gonna pass the blackjack while I go find island.
Untap, upkeep,
Since
draw.
I forgot Farseek's the one that can't get a forest.
It is. But hey, you have your colors.
I do.
I will play a swamp per turn. And I will pass.
Yo, it doesn't
All
say
right.
basic land. Let's go.
It does not say basic land. That's what makes
Nope.
Farseek so good.
Yep.
I think it's
pretty
in-
great that way.
2 of my decks.
Ooh, actually, since James is in chat and Commander and Blackjack, you're here. Brandon already knows about this, but I didn't tell
Oh,
the rest of you about this.
Yeah, some of them are
I,
lurking in chat, by the way. Hi, Parker.
Yeah.
We see you.
M is my turn, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Blackjack, you did pass. Okay.
Yes,
cool.
I'm sorry, I did pass. Yeah.
No, you're fine.
Hi,
I just wanted
Parker.
to.
So my fantastic players in Fire in the Dark decided to get me a gift for being their GM. And what they decided to get me from an antique store was a still in the shrink wrap copy of the Quick Start set for Rivals from 1996.
Cool.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm gonna get a Cinder Glade, by the way.
All right.
Okay.
Because it's apparently my only non-basic land that has the word mountain on
But
it.
didn't you want to get a whatchamacallit island? So you had blue?
I have blue. It's fine.
Alright, fair enough.
There's a reason.
Hi Parker.
But
Right.
yeah, so far so good. Yeah, this I'm impressed. Rivals is so yeah. Ash, I don't know if I have the scratch to swing that for your wedding. Sorry.
No, please don't. Also, Parker, there better not be any fucking shenanigans for me.
Oh shush you! It's your wedding. You can get some
Yeah,
shenanigans.
you don't get to choose those kind of things.
I'm more meant for Fire in the Dark. I don't want shenanigans for producing. Already have me planned out. Fuck. It better not have to do with Cole visiting in a week.
Three mana.
I will hit that point person. I will.
Ashen.
But
I don't understand how you can say no shenanigans in a game of Blades in the Dark. That I have never.
We're
seen a game
outside
playing
of
with
we're outside of the game right now.
Mhm.
Tap all. I'm playing Hazard's Monument.
Okay, hold on. You can't just say that so quietly. Don't just quietly put down that fucking monument. I know what those things do.
Well, yeah, it's red creature casts. Red creatures you cast cost 1 less to cast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You are a human of shenanigans. You are correct. That's fair.
And also, whenever I cast a creature spell, I can discard a card, and if I do, I draw. But
Yeah.
you know,
No, I
there's
know.
a little bit of that.
I have Oketra as
But-
an Odric, remember?
But yeah, I mean, well, yeah, no, Oketra does different stuff. But yeah, I just this is a red deck, so I'm look again. This is a form of ramp.
Yeah. No, you are a soul ring away from playing your commander.
Yeah, there's no Soul Ring in this deck. Pass turn.
Parker, I'm not helping myself at all, but I will let you know that Jamie has my address and Cole has my address.
I do have their address.
And I have their address.
That's
Draw.
true.
Alright. I will play a forest for turn. And then
That's true.
I realized it technically became night after Blackjack's turn, but then it became no, it did not become
Yeah.
day again.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had to play
Yeah.
2, right?
Yeah.
I only played one thing.
It actually
only played
became
one, so-
it became night after my turn.
It became night after your turn. All right, so never mind. So he's actually Lord of the Ulvenwald right now,
Gross.
and it is currently night. All right. Cool. So I played a land for turn. I'm going to tap a red, a green, and Soul Ring. I'm going to spend one of the colorless from Soul Ring and the red and the green to play Fires of Yavimaya. Creatures I control have haste, and at any point I can sacrifice it to give target creature +2/+2 until end of turn.
Mhm.
And then with that one floating that I still have, plus another red and a green, I'm going to play my commander Tovolar, and since it's night, he comes in transformed. Not transformed, that's a different mechanic, flipped over. Anyway, so I have Lord of the Elvenwald and Tovolar Midnight Scourge. They do both have haste, though Lord of the Elvenwald doesn't have summoning sickness. Lord of the Elvenwald is giving them both +1/+1. And then I will go to combat.
If they have haste, then they wouldn't have summoning trick.
Right, they have haste because of Fires of Yavimaya. I'll go to combat. I think I'm currently the most afraid of all of you. Those are actually a lot of scary commanders on the board.
What are you talking about? I only have 2 mana.
I have three
I actually. There's no command. This commander is not on the board. This commander is still in the command zone.
Well, none of your commanders are on the board except for mine.
Yep.
I'm going to swing 5 commander damage at Blackjack.
Awesome.
And then 4 regular damage at Commander Pulsar. That's just a 1/1, right?
Otepec Huntmaster is a 1/2.
1/2. Okay, I'm going to swing a 4/4 at you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Lord of.
Oh, he
Lord of
doesn't see himself.
Elvenwald.
Sorry, it's a 3/3.
Yeah.
Others. So it's a 3 damage at you, Commander, and 5 at
Alright.
Blackjack, and Blackjack for that 5 is Commander. Tovolar trigger on both of them because they both dealt damage. I draw 2 cards. And then Beastmaster Ascension gets 2 counters. The 2 creatures I control attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And I played both Fires of Yavimaya and Tovolar this turn. So
That's
pass a turn, and at Brandon's upkeep, it becomes day.
Okay.
Happy day. Good morning, Ashen.
Good morning. Draw for turn.
Good morning, morning, morning from the sun.
Alright, we're gonna.
Oh, it is transformed. Right, because again, flip is the other mechanic that came out of the original whatchamacallit.
Innistrad?
No.
Block?
No. It's the original one that we just went back to with the ninjas.
Kamigawa.
The original Kamigawa block
yeah,
had
yeah.
the flip mechanic where the card had a top side and a bottom side, not in the turned over, in that you turned it around. It was called the flip mechanic.
We're gonna
These are the transform mechanic.
tap red 1. Say it's blue. For Dragon Speaker Shaman. Dragon spells cost 2 less.
Again,
And
just
then-
because it has dragon in the name does not make it a dragon.
And then for land for turn, I'm going to play Gruul Turf. Enters battlefield tapped. I'm going to bounce the mountain back to my hand.
All right.
And Sego Blackjack.
Oh, day-night change happens during the untap, not during the upkeep. Interesting.
Also, it's night again.
Yeah.
You play the card.
It's 2 spells.
No, it's if you play any.
Oh.
It's a 2 to turn it back to day.
Cool. So, draw. Play Sunken Hollow, and because I already controlled 2 lands, it comes into play untapped.
Is it 2 lands or 2 basic
Oh
lands?
no, it is too basic.
I know, because I have the same one in red green.
Well, I
This-
played it, so I'm gonna live with it. And then I will pass turn.
And now it becomes night.
Yes. During Pulsar's
Untap.
upkeep.
Untap.
Untap? Oh, okay.
During his untap, not during his upkeep.
Okay.
So
So
it's
draw for turn.
well, untap upkeep happens before draw, Commander, if you didn't know.
Well, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. So I will untap, upkeep, which doesn't. Right now, I don't have anything in upkeep, and then draw,
Mm-hmm.
and then. Mm-hmm. Fail.
Why am
Bother.
I getting shouted out?
Yeah, the whole. This is unfortunate. All right.
Because you're
Well,
also streaming, Jamie.
I was supposed to have poured a dice set today. Oops.
That happens.
Whoopsie daisy.
I'll just pour it
Okay.
tomorrow morning.
Well, I am going to. I do not want to tap down, but I am going to tap the Guild Gate for red and then 2 green and cast a dinosaur spell. I'm going to cast Ripjaw Raptor.
Enrage.
Which is
Draw
a
card.
yep, it is a 4/5 creature dinosaur with enrage. Whenever Ripjaw Raptor is dealt damage, draw a card. And
Exciting.
since I did cast a creature spell, I'm going to discard and draw. And I think I'm going to actually. Yeah, I need to put Gishath there because I want to put the discard pile there. So I'm going to discard Burning Sun's Avatar
Oh wow.
and draw something that hopefully I can. Well, it's the 3 red pips
Mm-hmm.
that are causing me trouble right now. So
That's fair.
anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Pass turn.
You only cast one spell, right?
Actually,
Yeah.
I take that back. There's one thing I am going to do real quick. I'm going to play a land for turn, which is Jungle Shrine. Sorry,
Ah, good.
which it does. It enters tapped anyway. So yeah, go
All
on.
right. So you only cast one spell, so it's still night. All right. Untap. Upkeep.
I mean, last time I looked out the window, yeah, it's still night.
Now
Yeah,
the sun's
yeah.
out.
Draw. Why is the sun out for
Look
you? It's
here.
the same time there where it is here.
I don't know. Sky's bright. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, you're further south than I am.
Texas.
Yeah.
That is just the
Yeah.
best excuse right there. Just Texas.
Texas.
Because like it only just got dark here, which means it's going to be real close to dark for you.
Yeah, I believe the Republicans have outlawed sunset in Texas.
Hey, congrats, James.
God,
I
that
hope
would,
the endorsement goes well.
that
All
would
right,
pass.
I will play Path of Ancestry for the turn, and then okay, hold on. It's time to math. 2,
Oh, boy.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if I swing with Lord of the Elven Wolf, I can get 8.
Ancestry comes in the battlefield tapped.
Oh, it does. Never mind. If I swing with Lord of Elven, I can get 7. You are correct. Thank you for that. So what I am going to do is let's start with. Nope. I don't know what to do. To save. a red, a green, and another to cast Rhythm of the Wild.
Oh lord.
Creature spells I control cannot be countered, and non-creature token creatures I control have Riot. So they enter with my choice of a 1/1 counter or haste.
Jeez.
Then
I wonder what you'll pick.
I already have a thing giving haste, so take a wild guess.
Yup.
Then I'm gonna go to combat, and Brandon, how big is your
You're going to give them all extra haste.
extra haste?
This is a 2/2.
Is a 2/2, and you probably want that 2 less, so you're probably not going to block with it. Ow. Fucking hell, my shoulder just popped. I'm going to swing at you, Brandon, with Tovolar for 5 commander damage. And then Blackjack, I'm going to swing at you for 3.
In response, I will take the 3.
Cool. When he attacks, so first off, Beastmaster Ascension goes up 2 more clicks. To have 4 on it now. Second, when he attacks, I get a red or a green. I'm gonna take the red. I don't think it actually matters, but I'm gonna take the red. So I have a red mana.
Yep.
Using that 1 red mana in second main with 2 from Soul Ring and 1 from a forest, I'm going to cast Halpak Piper, who does come in transformed because it is night. So welcome to the nighttime. When she enters the battlefield or transforms into Wildsong Howler, I look at the top 6 cards of my library and reveal a creature from them and put it in my hand, and then the rest on the bottom in a random order. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will reveal. Huntmaster of the Fells.
Yep.
And put that in my hand, and then I will mix the rest of these up and put them on the bottom of my library. And then I will pass the turn, and at Brandon's untap phase, because I cast both Rhythm of the Wild and Wildsong Howler, it becomes day.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. You're gonna.
Oh, I forgot to draw 2 cards from dealing damage. Fuck.
Okay. Draw 2
Triggers. We missed most of them.
Not all of them.
Play Spine Rock Knoll. It has Hideaway. So I look at the top 4 cards. I exile 1 face down. And I put.
Oh, it's a hideaway mechanic. Yay.
Yeah. They came back with the Forgotten Realms.
Boys.
Capenna. New Capenna.
Well, no. Well, this one.
Also,
Yeah. Well, Forgotten
I gotta
Realms was
hydrate.
before Capenna.
Yes, it was.
So I'm
Thanks,
gonna do
James.
that. And then I'm gonna tap out. So, blue. Wait, actually, I don't even need to do that. Hold on. Anything else I can play? Okay, so blue, red, and green. And we'll just do that. And Miirym's on the field.
Ooh, the Dragon no Jutsu.
Yeah, you know, it'd be really great
Hmm?
if I had dragons in my hand. And let's see. Gonna pass the blackjack.
I can't help but thinking that's a little bit your fault. It is a dragon's deck.
It is, but you know,
Keep
every hand,
Draw.
my hand before this was all dragons, no lands, and then this one was all lands, no dragons.
I will play a swamp per turn. Again, ignore the fact that it's a snow-covered swamp. That has nothing to do with anything.
No, you just happen to have a lot of those and want them in your...
Yeah, I just happen to like the art on them.
I'm calling it
Who
now.
doesn't
either, I'm calling it now. It's either the extra planar lens, so that for the extra mana, or Field of the Dead.
Either.
Why not?
Oh, no, it's neither. But all right, so 1, 2, and a balloon to play Grell Philosopher.
Hey, I know that card.
Aberrant Tinkering. When Grell Philosopher enters the battlefield and at the beginning of my each upkeep, each horror I control gains all activated abilities of target artifact and opponent controls until end of turn. I can spend blue mana as though it were mana of any color to activate these abilities.
I don't think there's any artifacts with activated abilities on the field right now.
There are. You have 2 mana rots.
Tapping.
That's a tap ability. That's not an activated ability.
But you still have to tap it to activate it.
It's not an activated ability. Activated abilities are the ones you spend mana for. That is a mana ability.
Okay, I was gonna say that's I know it's a mana ability. I just don't know if it's activated.
It doesn't.
But
it does not count as an activated ability.
Yeah, I think because there are cards that shut down activated abilities but don't shut down mana abilities, for example. So yeah, I think that one may not be the one you want to go for.
So Grell Philosopher cannot actually copy Arcane Signet or Soul Ring.
All right.
Yeah. Can it? Okay. So could it? It could copy. Could it copy Hazaret's Monument?
No, because that's not an activated ability.
That's a passive ability.
Okay, I was gonna say that's what I was
thinking. So if I had an artifact that was like pay 1 and tap,
right?
That would be an activated ability. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like Rings of Brightstone, or
I mean, but I'm a level -1 judge, so I don't know if I would like.
Let's see.
This is a topic that actually came up when James was visiting me the other
week. What I'm reading is a mana ability is an activated ability. Soul Ring is a mana ability, therefore it's an activated ability.
I mean, it's entirely possible, right? A square is a rectangle.
I'm gonna go look.
At any rate, how about we...
So it says that activated abilities contain a colon. They're generally written as cost, effect. So technically, tap is a activated ability.
So yeah, because cost is...
so is Soul Ring an activated? Well, we're gonna go find out. Is Soul Ring an activated?
They won't matter this turn anyway, so.
That's true.
I was gonna say.
I typed "is Soul Ring" and it's the 4th thing that comes up.
Yeah.
I'm curious now. What's like number 8 or number 12? It's like, is Soul Ring a breakfast cereal? Or.
Actually,
that's a secret layer. Wizard of the Coast, hire Pulsar for this. Breakfast secret layer.
Yes.
James, if you're still out there.
Ringos.
Yes. So, James. Well, no. It'd be O-rings.
No,
come on.
It'd be Soul S and then the capital O.
Yeah.
So.
Do not call it O-rings. Do not call it that.
James, if you're still out there, we need a judge ruling on this when it comes back around. But
judge,
I don't know what else you're doing, Blackjack.
If so, I've been.
No, it's past turn.
Oh, James. So you are in chat. The question is Soul Ring an activated ability? Like, is tapping it an activated ability? Because Grell Philosopher copies an activated ability of a target artifact. We'll come. You feel free to type that out, but if you're done with your turn, Blackjack, we can keep going.
No, yeah, I'm done. Pass to Commander.
Okay, so untap. Let's do this in the right order.
Because it wouldn't have mattered this turn. It would have mattered on the next upkeep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Okay, oof, that's yeah, that does change my calculus a little.
Why are you doing calculus during Magic? There's too much. There's too many triangles in that.
There's too many triangles in calculus? That's fair. It's just really complicated geometry. So
Actually,
I am
mainly
going to
squares. Or
I'm going to
rectangles.
tap. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be an easy turn. I'm tapping 2 and a green for Cultivate. Search my library for 2 basic land cards. Reveal them. Put 1 onto the battlefield tapped. And the other into your hand. And then shuffle.
Since you haven't played a land for turn, you can put that one on the field too.
That's fair. So, yeah, I was going to say, normally I would say pass, but I kind of need to do this thing. So let's see. Blah, blah, blah.
All of us at once. We're all invested in this.
I am.
Well, I know why Ash is, but
whatever makes you happy, man. I'm. All right, and then as you say, Jamie, land for turn is going to be that plains, and then I will shuffle. See if there is. I don't think. Yeah, I think I will hang on to the rest and pass turn and kind of get myself a little organized. So cultivate goes onto the discard pile, and then the rest of this gets shuffled up.
All right, my turn. Untap. At upkeep phase, Tovolar trigger. I control 3 werewolves, so it becomes night, and all of my people transform.
they get a little fuzzy.
They get a little fuzzy. And it is worth noting, though, that when they transform, because I do have Wild Song Howler, I get to do the thing where I look at the top 6 cards again.
Well, they're
Because whenever it transforms to its night side, it
Yep.
does the thing.
And I reveal a creature, I believe. Top 6
Yep.
cards. Reveal a creature. All right. I will reveal. I need to look at the transform side of this real quick before I make this choice.
So
Yeah.
speaking of
All right.
Transformers, Optimus Prime.
I'm gonna have to see the whole thing.
I'm gonna like if I get them in a pack, then great, I get them in a pack. But
Well, I mean, you know, I was kind of like whatever on the Warhammer decks, but there's some good cards in there.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go get Instigator Gang.
My only problem is I
All
don't
right.
really. Hi Haley.
Hey, Haley.
I mean, we could teach Haley. I can teach you. I got 4 decks like right off screen.
All right, so Instigator Gang goes to my hand. Thank you, by the way, James, for doing that. It's good to know. All right, so you can copy Soul Ring.
Whew,
success.
whew, that was my
wrong.
entire
This is
mana
fun.
base.
Yeah.
So right, yeah, okay. So yeah, it's an activated mana ability.
Mhm.
So all right, fair enough. And I guess what that
Well-
so it is kind of a square is a rectangle sort of situation, right? Because there's cards that shut off activated abilities but can't shut off activated mana abilities.
Mana abilities are just pay and then this effect happens.
Mhm.
Activated are pay and then tap. If I understand how this is worded, because it
Sure.
says granted abilities. So you treat the abilities as if they were printed on that creature. For example, say the artifact was Universal Solvent, which has the ability pay 7 and tap, sacrifice
Right.
and destroy target permanent. If Grell Philosopher gained that ability, you'd say it as 7, pay 7, tap, and sacrifice Grell Philosopher to do the same.
Right.
Okay.
So then what would mana abilities be? Is that just they passively generate mana by just existing on the board?
I have no idea. This is why I'm not a judge.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
right.
Let's look it up.
There are many, many, many reasons why I am not a judge.
I'm going to tap Arcane Signet for green, Game Trail for green, this Forest for green, and Path of Ancestry for green. 4 green, and then I will tap
Oh,
the
no.
mountain for red. But it's mostly the green is what's important. For 5
Oh,
mana to
no.
play Unnatural Growth. At the beginning of each combat,
Yep.
double the power and toughness of each creature I control until end of turn.
Oh, where is my enchantment removal?
On this deck.
Huh?
All right. Not in this deck.
There's some in here.
Okay, so to answer the question on what a mana ability is, a mana ability is either A, an activated ability without a target that could put mana into a player's mana pool when it resolves, or B, a triggered ability without a target that triggers from a mana ability that could produce additional mana. A mana ability can generate other effects at the same time it produces mana.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's direct from Wizards.
All
So
right.
so a lot of it, I guess, is that A, it generates mana, and B, it's usually not targeted.
Right.
All right. So I'm also going to tap Soul Ring for 2 to play Swiftfoot Boots. I have no mana to equip it to anyone yet. Then I will go to combat. At the beginning of combat, I double the power and toughness of every creature I control until end of turn. So Tovolar, thanks to Lord of the Elven Wold, is currently a 10/10. Wildsong Howler is also currently a 10/10, and Lord of the Elven Wold is a 6/6.
As soon as he gets 7 tokens on that other card, it's going to basically add 10 plus 10 plus 10 to everything.
Yes.
Hi, Monk. Thank you for the resub using your Prime. Hey, if you didn't know, if you have Amazon Prime, Twitch gives you a free sub to your favorite channel. Could be us, could be someone else. You should use it.
I'm going to throw 10 from Wildsong Howler at Commander Pulsar.
Okay.
I'm going to throw 10 from Tovolar at Brandon. And I'm going to throw 6 from Lord of the Elven Wold at Blackjack. And that is, I think. Okay. So that's 3 attacking. So since they attacked, it triggers Beastmaster Ascension.
Hey, welcome back, Frat Bro. Prosper, party time. Well, last time you asked about party time. I don't know the Sephiroth one. Is that the Exile deck? No,
Maybe.
it's the
I don't know.
No, it's the dungeons, double dungeons. In terms of power, it's Prosper, party time, Sephiroth. Fun, party time, Prosper, Sephiroth.
So this is relevant. I want to point out when they attack, Beastmaster Ascension procs. So it's before damage. So they get, but it was after Unnatural Growth. So they get +5/+5, not +10/+10. It's actually 15 at Brandon, 15 at Commander Pulsar, and 11 at Blackjack.
So I take an extra 5?
Yes, you take an extra 5.
You don't have trample, right?
I do not have trample yet.
Hey, I don't like you right now. I'm gonna chump block with the Dragon Speaker Shaman.
Okay. So I
am sorry for what is about to happen.
Oh boy.
Remember, I can't target the mills.
The dark satanic mills.
Commander.
Yeah, I am I'm making a decision. I think I'm going to put Otepec Huntmaster in front of that 15.
Not the raptor that lets you draw a card when it gets hit.
Well, I'd like to do that more than once.
Oh, that's fair. All right, so your Otepec will get eaten.
Yep.
And then, so I got one damage dealer through, so I get to draw a card, from Lord of the Elven Wald, which is nice because then, and Lord of the Elven Wald, because it attacked, I get to put a mana into my pool, so I will put a green mana in, and then I will, thanks to the drawing card, I get to play a land for turn. So that's 2 mana. I will use the 1 mana I got from Lord of the Elven Wald to attach Swiftfoot Boots to Tovolar. And then I will pass the turn, and because I cast Swiftfoot Boots and a natural growth, it becomes day.
But yeah, Fratbro, I remembered you because you're the only person who's asked us about the precons. Most of the time, it's like, how can I get started playing Commander? So that specific question, I was like, this seems familiar, and I was right. Untap, upkeep, curse Jamie, draw. I'm gonna
Bother. I can't target Tovolar, right?
No,
Because you
it
put
has
Swiftfoot
Swiftfoot
Boots
Boots.
on him.
Yep.
Bother.
I'm gonna cry.
You can only AoE him. You can target the boots, you just can't target him.
Yep. Though I
Bother.
suppose if you're getting rid of some kind of artifact or enchantment, there are probably a couple of other things on the board there that.
You might
No,
want to get rid of
I-
either Beastmaster or Unnatural Growth first.
Yeah,
I wanted to get rid of
maybe.
I wanted to turn Tovolar into nothing, but I can't do that now.
Oh,
Mhm.
yep. I'm gonna
See, like Ash knows this deck, so I can just say certain things, and
Yeah.
he knows what card is gonna get
Did you want
played.
to turn my Tovolar into the moon?
No.
No, actually, I wanted to turn him into a 2/2
I'm gonna
with
tap.
no abilities.
I'm tapping 3 for
Okay.
Dragon's Horde. Whenever a dragon enters the battlefield, put a gold counter on Dragon's Horde. Doesn't do anything right now. It's a mana rock.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna play Simic Growth Chamber, which enters the battlefield tapped. I'm gonna bounce Command Tower back to my hand. Because it's the only thing that I own that doesn't enter tapped. And then I'm gonna pass because Jamie's fucking terrifying.
All right.
No, I don't know what you're talking
Jamie,
about.
you have me dead on commander damage already. It's turn 4.
Wait, how much commander damage do you have?
I have 5 from you. That thing is like a 20/20.
Oh yeah, I guess I can just proc someone on commander damage.
Mm,
But currently he's only an 8. No, wait, yeah, because this is an in, so 3 plus 5 is. He's currently only an 8/8.
That still has me dead.
During
Hang on.
my upkeep, I'm going to copy Soul Ring,
Cool.
Yep.
and then draw.
Hey, Shunner, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. And you're right, only an 8/8. That doubles each combat.
I have to stand by my, I gotta. I have a win streak to uphold. I wasn't here last time y'all played.
I will play a swamp per turn.
My decks are too slow for this.
I got an explosive start. This is.
You always do
So-
with
I mean-
werewolves.
A black, a blue, 1, 2, 3 to play my commander. All horrors have menace.
Ah. Horror you control
Hey
deals
Ash,
combat.
how do you feel about centaurs? I know they're not dragons, but
Yeah, I'll take some centaurs.
I'll pay 2 black to play Hunted Horror.
Yeah.
Ash, if you will create 2 3/3 green centaurs that are
Yeah.
pro-black.
Interesting.
Why is that a 7/7? There's no downside to that.
Oh well, because you get your friend gets 2 3/3s. Your enemy gets
two
3/3s.
3/3s that you can't.
Do anything with.
I
your-
can't kill with that one.
Right. Basically,
Or-
if you swing with it, they can just block with the centaurs, and they get to keep the centaurs. Is the thing,
Right.
because they
Yeah.
don't take damage.
Thanks for the blockers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
Um.
All right, and then I will go to end step. Nothing was put there this turn that I can pull. That is okay. And I will pass turn.
Okay. And to be fair, or to be, not disingenuous, that when Jamie's turn begins and it becomes night, because more than 3 wolves, Tovolar's a 4/4 with +5/+5, so 9/9, which then becomes
+1 from the Lord who also transforms.
right. So it's a 10/10, which then becomes a 20/20 at the beginning of combat. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and then basically he just kills us. He kills one person.
They.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's talking about Tovolar.
Oh, that
Yeah,
also makes sense.
with Tovolar.
Yeah, and that's which is basically 20 commander damage, which is just
One less than you need.
Yeah, it's 21 commander damage to kill someone.
I've already taken 5 from Tovolar, so
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's dangerous.
Mhm.
Dangerous! Ooh, that's my style.
All right. Well. Okay. Wait. Hang on. That's not what I wanted to do.
You know, at some point we probably should put together like videos teaching people how to play Commander.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Even though yes, I know there are a lot of videos out there that do it, but
I think we
sometimes
would be
it's
fun.
easy to go. Yeah.
And just kind of, or I'm going to guess that Ash is saving chunks of these shows and things that we could like. Hi, we're talking about this mechanic or this thing. Here's a clip.
Oh yeah, I have
Something.
all the VODs. I keep saying I'm gonna go through and edit them so that way we can show the card whenever it's played.
Mhm. Right.
I have a backlog right now.
Right. Okay. So
Wozniak, thank you for the follow.
Yep. All right. That's unfortunate. Okay, cool. I am going to play Forerunner of the Empire for 2 in a red. And when it enters, you may search your library for a dinosaur, reveal it, shuffle your library, and put that card on top of it. And whenever a dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you have Forerunner deal 1 damage to each creature. So let me find the dinosaur I'm thinking of.
Will it have feathers?
I mean, dinosaurs are technically, well, I guess
Chickens.
it's the other way around, right? Technically, birds are dinosaurs, not dinosaurs are birds.
Yeah.
But
And it is, well, most of the dinosaurs came out of Ixalan, so there's a very good chance it has feathers, depending on which one he's going to go get.
yup. I'm trying to. I don't recall if I don't think the one I'm thinking of has feathers on the art. Maybe
Do you
there are
think that
feathers we
there's
can't see.
Do you think that there's a Kentucky Fried Dinosaur on Ixalan?
Probably
I don't
not,
know,
given how
but-
the dinosaurs are kind of sacred.
But I need to make those sleeves for Pulsar now.
That'd be a rad dinosaur.
Okay.
with the tagline, "It's Talon licking good."
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna put that over here because that's going to go on top of the library after. I guess I need to shuffle it. Oh Lord, there's the only downside to commander decks. Just shuffling them is great.
Oh. Wait, you have to reveal the dinosaur.
Oh, I do.
Yep.
Well, then I'll put Wakening Sun's avatar
Oh boy.
Aye.
on top.
Cool.
Does Wakening Sun's avatar have hexproof?
No.
Okay,
No, it does not.
we're good then.
Mm-hmm.
Blackjack, you're great. I just want you to know that.
Alrighty, and I still kind of a little.
That is perfectly fine that it board wipes when it hits the battlefield. Remember, I go at the end.
Yeah, no, I'm just a little the right now the
Yeah, the 2020 Tovolar that we're staring down.
Yeah, and well, just the mana issues. Yep, can't get there, so I guess I'm done.
Okay. Untap. At upkeep, Tovolar sees 3 werewolves, so they all transform. Howpack Piper does her thing, where I get to go look at the top 6 cards of my library and find a creature, and reveal it.
Mhm.
They're unfortunately not that useful right now. That's also not useful right now.
That's tell myself that every morning.
All right. I'm gonna go get Pyreheart Wolf, which is whenever it attacks, each creature I control can't be blocked this turn except by 2 or more creatures. And it has Undying.
Building a mono blue deck just for Jamie, and then Jamie will play their mono blue deck, and then I'll still be mad.
All right. So let's go back to Math the Gathering.
There has to be an anti-werewolf deck, like other than mono blue.
There is. So I
deny your ability to change day night.
Oh, it's night. I forgot to flip the card over. So
That
that needs
Crimson
5
Vow
mana.
card? Or like a Midnight Hunt card?
Probably.
There's probably some.
There is a card that's just like destroy target werewolf.
I imagine there's
But I can't run that in every deck I own.
No.
I mean, you could, but
there's a whole. I think there's cards out there that it's like when it changes from day to night, night to day, do X damage to target creature or something. There's something like that.
So I have 8 mana here. I need.
None. You got plenty. You got plenty on the board right now. Don't worry about it.
Green.
Yeah, I'd
use
love
2
to have
green.
8 mana right now.
So then I can use this.
I'd love to
Red.
have a 2020 right now.
Huh.
Yeah.
Red,
Yeah.
green, red again for Immerwolf. Intimidate, as in it can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and creatures that share a color with it. And other werewolf creatures I control get +1/+1. And non-human werewolves I control can't transform, which means that no matter what, they ain't changing back. Don't matter if it's day or night.
There it is.
You say that.
I'm not done.
Well, I mean, yeah. Ideally, it's yeah.
All right. Then I'm going to tap for a green and 3 for Overwhelming Stampede. Until end of turn, creatures I control get trample and +X/+X, where X is the greatest power
Son of
among
a
creatures I
biscuit.
control.
There
so
it is.
The current greatest power among creatures I control is either Tovolar or Lord of the Elvenwold, who are currently 9. No, it is Tovolar because of Lord of the Elvenwold. So Tovolar is 9 from here, 10, 11. So every creature I control gets +11, +11, which makes currently Tovolar is a 22/22. Wild Tongue Howler is a 6 + 5 is 11. Wild Tongue Howler is also a 22/22. Lord of the Elvenwold is a 4/4 + 11, or 4/4 + 5 is 9, + 11 is 20/20, and then Emmerwolf is a 3/3 + 5 is 8, + 11 is a 19/19. They all have trample, and then go to the beginning of combat. All of that doubles because of unnatural growth.
Yep.
Are we just dead?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think we are. Well,
and
I
then-
mean, at least I am.
Yeah, and then I swing.
Who'd you like to kill with commander damage?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm gonna swing 44 commander damage at Brandon.
Fuck you.
Okay. Sure.
And then I'm going to swing. How big are your creatures, Commander? Or toughness wise? Their Forerunner is a what?
The Forerunner is
1/3?
a 1/3, and the Raptor is a 4/5.
4/5. Okay. I'm going to swing 44
Trample.
flat damage. Trample. All of this is trample. 44 flat damage at Blackjack.
All right, cool. It doesn't matter how much I block. There's no way I can stop it.
Yep.
And then, sorry, I'm gonna math again real quick. So this was, so it's 4/4 + 5 is 9, + 11 was 20. Doubled is, so 40 flat damage at Commander, and then plus another 38 flat damage at Commander. So 78
And
damage.
Before I die,
Hmm?
I'm already dead, but before I die, in response, I tap a red and tap Spine Rock Null to get Earthquake Dragon.
Okay.
Even with Earthquake Dragon, I still can't block enough to survive commander damage.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, and 78 damage at Commander.
Well, that was a fast, exciting game.
This would have been so cool.
I'm so sorry.
I'm really glad that you. I enjoy when you play, Jamie, because last week when you weren't here, the game went for 3 hours.
Look, no one killed me.
Look, I got mana screwed last
You
game,
did.
like I always do,
You
and
really
I still
did.
managed to do stuff.
You did stuff
With what?
through other
I
people.
had like four mana, and I still managed to make you mill half your deck.
You did.
I will play a different deck for game 2 if we do game 2.
I'm down for game 2. I do need a break so I can go take my meds.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna stick with horrors because I refuse to let this deck keep failing me.
No, it's got it.
I mean-
I've won with it, so you got to play until you win.
Right.
There is this deck has popped off.
Do
I
I have
don't-
a blue or black anti-werewolf?
Hey, wait, Blackjack. Whatever card you said you were going to take out, take it out.
Yeah, I need to. Where's that dragon?
Yeah, I know. Let me find. Yes, I think we should take a break. Let me find some anti-enchantment stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not playing werewolves next turn.
Anti-enchantment is always great for you, Jamie.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
I need anti-white.
All right, all
I
right.
didn't say I was playing Odric either.
I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw us to a break.
I know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Break
throw us
screen.
to BRB screen. We will be back probably in about 5 to 10.
Yep.
So.
Thank you all
see you
so
guys.
much.
See everyone in a minute. Thanks for watching.
Back over there. Hello! We're back! I have switched decks and commanders, so I should probably explain my commander.
Yeah.
My commander.
Yeah.
So my commander is Mishra, Artificer Prodigy. Is whenever I play an artifact spell, I get to search my graveyard, hand, or library for a card with the same name as that spell and put it into play. If I search my library this way, I shuffle it. You may be asking yourself, that sounds useless in Commander because you only have one of each type. You're correct. It is useless in Commander, actually, most of the time, except for one very specific interaction that can happen. And if I get that, I'm going to have a great time, and everyone else is going to have a terrible time. But otherwise, it's pretty much sits in my command zone and does nothing. And I play artifacts. So that is how this deck runs. It's pretty much just a bunch of artifacts.
In response, I play Rainbow Sherbet Haichu.
Yum.
Trying to decide if I should go to 5.
Probably not. It's usually a bad idea, but you can try. Also, because I changed decks, we roll again, but we should probably wait.
Yep.
Is Commander back yet? No, he is.
Yep. And I mean, dude, I would keep 6 just because.
2.
3.
5.
Very nice.
All right. Commander, you have 5 or 6?
3.
3.
So Blackjack is
All right.
first.
Awesome.
Oh no!
All right. Well,
I'm
we still got to
last.
see if Brandon's We still got to see if Brandon's going down to 5
No,
card.
I'll
Oh, we're
keep
done.
6.
All right. Let us know if you regret it.
I probably will instantly. It's fine.
Look, I regret it.
Good.
I kept 7 and I regret it. I just.
I'm keeping 7. And I will wait for Blackjack.
All right. Draw. I will play a snow-covered island.
All right.
I don't know what you're talking about. This has nothing to do with any card in this deck. I just happen to like the art.
I hope you get to
And I
play it.
At some point, I will. It might not be here, but I will play the game. I will play it, and it'll be funny.
Good.
And I will pass the turn.
All right. I mean, I was just gonna say, in general, I regret my hand all the time, even when it's good. I still regret it for some reason. Okay. So let's see. Da-da-da-da-dee.
Fuck off, Brandon.
I did nothing.
Liar.
I am going to play a Jungle Shrine, which enters the battlefield tapped for Naya, and say that was fun. Next.
I will play a Great Furnace, which is an artifact land for those of you who don't know. And pass the turn to Brandon.
I mean,
Untap. Upkeep.
what's so great about it is it
I didn't even
It's
need.
really
I don't even
fucking
need to
big.
look in my hand. We're gonna do mountain for turn. Pass.
Oof.
Don't have
yes,
anything
this
to
quality
untap.
magic.
Draw. I will play a second snow-covered island for turn, and I will pass turn.
He has 2 blue mana. Run.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
These are
yeah,
clearly snow lands. I don't know.
certainly. Yeah, that's certainly
or
enough
white.
for counter magic. Okay.
Look, you can counter my stuff, but it's all land, so good luck.
In response, I do nothing.
I am going to play, I think. Yep, I am going to play Sacred Foundry tapped. I am not going to pay the 2 life. I'm just going to Sacred Foundry. You can put Sacred Foundry into play untapped. It costs, but you take 2 damage.
Yep.
But I'm not going to do that. Yep, not going to do that. I'm going to. I don't need the mana to prevent. To anyway, pass turn.
Yeah.
Do the thing.
All right. Draw. Ooh. Okay. I will play Seat of the Synod, which is the blue artifact land.
Isn't that banned?
Not in Commander. It's banned in Modern.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, modern, where fun goes to die.
I will tap the Great Furnace for 1 to play Soul Ring.
Oh, look at
And then, sure, why not? I will tap Seat of the Synod for 1 blue and Soul Ring for 2 for a total of 1 blue and 2 for Ristic Study.
that.
Fuck.
All right, you gotta do the Bernie Sanders voice.
You're gonna pay the 1. And then I will pass the turn to Brandon.
Okay. Draw.
Oh, I love
Alright.
I'm gonna be remembered for that.
Forest for turn. And grab my hand and pass.
Oh, the land.
Draw.
It's not land.
Oh.
I mean, but this is. I'm gonna play Exotic
Hey.
Orchard.
Hey, Exotic Orchard.
I can now make every color. Well,
Can you?
white, red, yeah,
Green,
Yeah.
green,
blue.
yeah. I can make every color.
Where are you getting the black?
And
Snow and snow.
You.
I can't make
No,
black
he-
mana.
Oh,
well,
well.
I mean, not that I need it this turn, but
You
I
will
can make black
eventually.
mana. I'm gonna play Gravlox. Yes, I know that's not his name.
Frazzleax.
Yes, Gravlox. Illicit
Goldilocks?
Scholar. Whenever a creature I control becomes blocked, I can return it to my hand. Whenever one or more creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, I draw a card.
Me.
Yes.
And I will pass turn.
Gross. Untap. Upkeep.
I mean, he just likes, a little snack.
Give me a
Draw for pass.
It's not his fault that his snacks are your brains, but that's
You studied
Neither
hard.
here nor
How
there.
delicious.
He's not unreasonable.
Oh,
I mean,
shit, I
no
forgot.
one's
You
going to
gonna pay
eat
the
your
1?
eyes.
Blackjack, you gonna
of
pay
course
the 1?
not. No.
All right, I get to draw a card.
One.
I have to remember my Ristic Studies trigger.
So if we agree just to never pay the 1, does he mill himself?
Eventually, he will
Hey.
draw all of his deck. Yes.
Hey!
Sorry. Jamie
They.
will eventually.
My fault. My fault. Yes, correct. They will eventually mill themselves. Yes. Anyway, I'm going to play Temple of Plenty for turn. Sorry about that, Jamie. I apologize.
They
And
are on a
then-
90 turn clock. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
90 turn clock, basically.
I
Or
can
so. Yeah.
speed up that clock if you'd like.
I was gonna say. I mean, that just means that we all have to play that many things.
That many cards, yeah.
So, I mean, challenge accepted. I guess I'm gonna start with Otepec Huntmaster. No,
You
go
gonna
ahead.
pay the
Draw.
1?
No, draw the card.
All right. I'll take it. The big thing here is I don't currently have a thing that limits that opens my
Correct.
max hand size, so I'm gonna start discarding soon is the other problem.
Yep.
Unless I can get
and-
this shit out of my hand.
And I'm going to pass turn.
Great. I'm going to untap.
That sounds like a Jamie problem.
Draw. It really is. I'm going to play Vault of Whispers for turn. For land. That is the black artifact land, by the way.
Does not tap for black though.
It does.
It does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these all tap for colored
thought that-
mana.
I thought they
yeah,
tap for uncolored.
No, the one that taps
They're-
for uncolored, I don't mind revealing this is in my hand. The one that taps for uncolored is Darksteel.
Yeah, I have it in one of my decks. Because it's
But yeah.
indestructible.
But no, look, they're it's a cycle of lands that they just also happen to be artifacts.
Mhm.
For
Look, it has been 20 years since I've seen Mirrodin, okay?
That's
well, fair.
fair. All right, I'm going to tap Vault of Whispers for 1, Great Furnace for 2, Soul Ring for 2, for a total of 4 to play Thran Dynamo.
I have a vague idea of what that card does.
It taps for 3. It's a real big Soul Ring.
I liked Thran Dynamo. I mean, I followed that a little bit when it was in Marvel, but I don't know. The character was kind of flat for me.
Wow.
Wow.
Very, very
Wow.
good. All right, and then I'm gonna tap Thran Dynamo for 3 and Seat of the Synod for 1 blue, and I'm going to play Fabricate, which is search my library for an artifact card, reveal it, and put it in my hand.
Oh well.
I am part of me is very
yeah. No max hand size, right?
What?
No,
Unwinding Clock. Unwinding
that's
Clock is untaps all artifacts I control during each other player's untap step.
I think it's God, what is it? It's
I think it's Folio of Fancies also is an artifact that gives you no max hand size.
There's another one too.
There's a lot.
There's a 0 mana. There's a 0 mana one called like Spellbook or something.
Yep.
Maybe.
That its only thing is you don't have a hand size.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
There's.
I think I actually think I have it. It's amongst my assorted collection.
Yep.
That's an interesting. I wonder if there's a book tribal. Because there's some good books out there.
They're probably have the monster manual in there, but you can only put
Probably is.
I mean, I know
you
from.
are right. There is in fact a spellbook artifact.
And I know from AFR, I pulled a copy of Book of Exalted Deeds, so that could go in.
Yeah, there's also Book of Vile Darkness.
There's like Joda's Codex. And I think, isn't there a codex that's a commander or something?
Codex Codicy.
Yeah, so you already have a book commander for your book tribal deck. So, yeah. And then you throw in a lot of shapeshifters just to round out your creatures. Because I shapeshift into a book.
The big thing I need to figure out here is which of my artifacts I want to go get. I have a lot of fun ones I can grab. There's just
I'd say your whole deck is artifacts.
Why would anybody want to play that card? Sorry. Looking at Cody.
Oh.
The you can't play permanent spells.
Oh, yeah. Because you play sorcery instant tribal. Alright. I think
technically that is
there are a lot of fun artifacts I could go get that would be potentially like game ending or things like that, but I want to go. I don't want to like cause this game to go end super quick, so I'm actually gonna go get Blink Moth Urn. Blink Moth Urn is at the beginning of each player's pre-combat main phase. Blink Moth Urn is untapped. That player adds 1 mana to his or her or their mana pool for each artifact they control.
Cool. I wish I was playing Shurikai right now.
that would be nice. Yeah, same.
That goes into my hand, not into the field. So
right. I'll just have to make sure that I play all my artifact dinosaurs first.
That's so fair.
I mean, I do have a bunch of artifacts in this deck. Where they are,
yeah, same. I've got a few artifacts.
Moth Urn goes to my hand. Fabricate goes to the graveyard. And then I am tapped out. Pass the turn to Brandon.
All right. Am I blackjack this game?
Mana screwed?
I am blackjack
You
this
just need
game.
one-
Pass.
you just need 1 more mana.
Oh no!
Hmm?
Oh no!
It's not fun sitting in that chair, is it?
No,
I mean, I've been here before.
Yeah, same.
At least the seat's warm.
Yeah.
All right.
I say
Swamp
I've been
return.
there. I've been there at a pre-release, and that's no fun. Man, getting mana screwed at a pre-release is it sucks so bad. Cause you just look at this and like there are only 40 cards in this deck. How are none of them almost half of them are land. How are none of them in my hand?
I was about to say your mana base in that is like 18 or something.
Yeah.
Gonna go to combat.
Neat.
I'm going to swing at Jamie for 3.
I will take 3.
And I get to draw a card.
You do.
It would have been nice. And I will pass turn to Pulsar.
All right.
A lot of open mana.
It is.
Untap. Yeah. So wait, you didn't play anything. You just went to combat. So I guess it becomes. I guess it becomes night.
No, day-night cycle hasn't been triggered. No, nothing with day bounds been played.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, I will play a land for turn, a plains, and then I think that or.
So yeah, I'm looking at Cody, and yeah, it's just a spell slinger deck. That's all it is.
Unless you get all your permanents down before you cast Cody.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Is it play or is it you can't cast permanents?
Can't cast, so you can play them. You can cheat them out.
Yeah,
Good.
so
You can find a way to cheat them out.
You just cheat them out.
Which
Doesn't
means that
Urza?
I can cheat things out
Cheat
with
them out?
Alpac Piper if I had her on the field.
Okay. So for white and a green, so 1 and a green, ranging raptors.
Are you gonna pay the 1 for Ristic
No.
Study? All right.
No.
Draw.
No, I am not. Because I'm going to use that mana for Frilled Death Spitter as well.
I get to draw again.
So go ahead, go take yourself another card.
No, it doesn't.
And yep, I think that will be it. Path's turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. Okay. I'm going to play Darksteel Citadel for turn.
Mm-hmm.
That is all the artifact lands I can actually feasibly have in this deck. Well, no, we got new ones, didn't we, in Kamikawa?
I think so.
So I might need to look into those. But yeah, I'm going to play Darksteel Citadel for turn. And then I'm going to tap a red, a blue, and a colorless for Jory Inn Ruin Diver. A very specific card art of Jory Inn Ruin Diver that I got by winning a pre-release.
Oh, nice.
Neat.
One of the few tournament things that I've ever actually participated and won in. So I'm actually very proud of Jory Inn. But Jory Inn is Ruin Diver, and whenever I cast my second spell each turn, I get to draw a card. Speaking of casting second spells for turns, I'm then going to tap 3, 5 for Blink Moth Urn, which you all saw before, but it is essentially at the beginning of your first main phase, you get 1 mana for each artifact you control. And
Nice.
that doesn't proc for me until my next turn. But that does, as my second spell cast this turn, it does trigger Jorian, so I get to draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand. Let's go. And then we will pass the turn to Brandon.
Quick note, it wasn't Kamigawa, it was Modern Horizons 2 that introduced dual artifact lands.
Oh, so I might need to go get the 3 dual artifact lands and their colors for this deck. Red, black, and...
You know what? I'll take it. I'm gonna tap 1 in a red for the Orb of Dragonkind. It's 1 in tap to add 2 mana in any combination of colors. I can only spend it to cast dragons. For activate abilities of dragons.
That's something, right?
It's something. I used mana. I passed the turn.
Untap.
There are some legendary lands in Neon Dynasty, but I don't know if there are any lands that are artifacts.
They're not. It's just the
No.
legend. There's a legendary lands, and then
Yeah. And there's some, I mean, I guess there's some that... Is artifact a creature type?
No. Well, I mean, it can
Okay.
be. There can be artifact creatures, but it's not a creature type. Creature types are
Okay.
creature hyphen creature type. Artifact is
Right.
a major type, like creature. So
Yeah. That's why. Well, that's why it's
so-
that's why it's not creature dash artifact dash something. Yeah.
Okay.
So then I don't think
will-
there. Yeah. Then Modern Horizons would be it because I don't think there were. There's a lot of
Yeah.
artifacts and stuff in
No, I'm on.
Neon Dynasty, but I don't think the lands were.
nope.
So
no.
pay 2 for Swift Foot Boots. Then pay 2 more to play Demir Signet.
Fuck. Okay, wait. So are you paying the 1 for either of those?
No.
All right, so I get to draw 2.
You draw 2 cards.
Jamie, did you draw one off of me?
No, I did not. I got distracted. All right, never mind. Keep going.
I will go to combat.
Welcome to
I'm
combat.
gonna hit you, Ash, for 3.
Sure.
I will draw a card. All right, and I will pass turn.
Ready? Let me untap a Reno. Upkeep. Draw. Okie-doke. Da-da-da. All right. Okay. Land for turn. Let's see. I think. Oh, okay. Green. Red. And colorless. For green, red, colorless for Rhythm of the Wild.
It just looks familiar. Are you going to pay the 1?
I am not. I need that one. I need that one, unfortunately, because for 1 and a green, Drover of the Mighty doesn't get a discount because he's not a dinosaur.
Draw another.
There's a dinosaur in the card art, though.
Yes, that doesn't. Unfortunately, I mean, if you guys think that's okay, I'll untap the land. But I
No.
was thinking probably not. So
But he is
anyway,
a 3/3 because you have dinosaurs.
yeah, I do control a dinosaur, and I think, probably ought to, trying to see whether I should give him haste, and, because, yeah, I don't. Okay, so what's your blocker, Jamie? What's his power
It's a
toughness?
2/3 Jorian
Okay.
Ruin Diver.
Okay.
It's the one that lets me
It-
draw when I cast my second spell.
Oh yeah, no, it is absolutely nowhere near coming up on the card reader. So I'm just like, all right,
Yeah, it's the special art is the
yeah,
thing.
yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, why would the reader know that? So I'm like, that's why I had to ask. I'm just like, okay, so it's a 2/3. All right, I think, yeah, I think I am probably gonna swing.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give. I think I'm gonna give Drover Mighty actually just a +3/+3 and not send them, or a +1/+1 from Rhythm of the Wild, but +2 because it's
But not
controlling
haste.
dinosaur. But not haste, right? So maybe
You
I
might-
should do
I was
that
gonna
with.
say you might want to differentiate that one's a counter.
Yep. Oh, I don't have different colors, but they
Well, no.
+1/+1.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but I think swinging with Raptors and Death Spitter, I think I am going to swing. I think I'm going to swing Frilled Death Spitter at Blackjack and
What?
arranging Raptors at Jamie.
How much am I taking?
Frilled Death Spitter is a 3/2,
Okay.
and Ranging Raptors is a 2/3.
So who's taking what?
The Frilled Death Spitter is coming at Blackjack. The Ranging Raptors, the 2/3 is swinging at Jamie.
Never ring.
So I take 3.
Correct. If you assuming, yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
you have
well,
a
the
blocker
thing
up.
is that I could choose not to take that damage by blocking with Jorian, but then you
Yep.
get to go get yourself a land.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
hmm. I'll take 2.
Okay.
Life is a resource.
Mm-hmm.
You are
gotta
playing
spend
black,
it freely.
so that makes sense.
I mean, I always thought life was a highway, but
Yeah, it's
You know,
paved with
yours-
good, it's paved with good
yours just
intentions,
gets
and it
to-
leads right to hell.
I just remember the song. But
I know.
anyway,
Life is a highway. It's paved with good intentions, and it's a highway to hell.
oh, that was not the song I was thinking of, but okay.
I know you were thinking, life is a highway.
So maybe we should see if I wonder if the lyrics to the other one work to that music and vice
Unfortunately,
versa.
they don't. I think people
I
have
bet-
tried.
I bet you could make it work. Anyway, that's it for me. Pass turn. Go, Jamie.
All right. So, untap. Upkeep. Draw. Now, at the beginning of this, I get colorless mana that is only for this phase,
7.
but I get colorless mana for every artifact. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are correct. 7. So I have 7 colorless mana that is currently floating for me to play with. I also have so many cards in hand that I haven't had to get rid of yet because of,
Not the end of
It's
your
not-
turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
The end of your turn.
All right. So with that lovely 7 mana that's currently floating, I'm gonna burn, because it's all colorless. I'm gonna burn 1 of it, and then I'm gonna tap for 3 colors, and I'm gonna play Mishra.
Okay.
Oh, Jamie says, I'm not going to play my commander.
Unless I get the enchantment I need.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
So Vishra is on the field, and I still have 6 floating. I haven't played my land for turn yet. Where is it? There it is. Make sure I'm going to be able to do the thing I want to do. Hold on, I got to go double check. I might not actually be able to do this because I might not have the colors. That's fine. Oh well. I can't do that this turn, but I do need to play my land for turn, and so I'm going to play it. I'm going to play Blood Crypt. I'm going to have it come in tapped because I'm not going to shock myself for 2. Wait, actually, I need to make that decision. Yeah, I'm not going to shock myself for 2. So Blood Crypt comes in tapped. 6 colorless still floating. With the 6 colorless still floating, I'm going to use 4 of it. Play a sad robot, aka Solemn Simulacrum. When it enters the battlefield, I get to search for a live basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle my library. So I'm going to go find a basic fucking land real quick. There's not a lot of basic lands in this deck. Go get an island. Put it on the battlefield tapped. Shuffle my library. I was 4 out of the 6 still floating colorless. Using 2 more of that floating colorless mana after I finish shuffling this deck. Using 2 more of that floating colorless mana along with that's 2. So then I'm gonna tap Thran Dynamo for another 3 for a total of 5 currently floating. Play Darksteel Juggernaut. Darksteel Juggernaut's power and toughness are equal to the number of artifacts I control, and it is indestructible and attacks each turn if able.
Bother. That's
right.
a bit big.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big boy. And then I have none floating currently, but what I am going to do is that I am going to tap this Darksteel Citadel to play Voltaic Key, which is untap target, pay 1 and tap it to untap target artifact. So no mana floating, but with that no mana floating, what I am going to do instead is I'm going to use 1 of it. I'm going to tap Soul Ring for 2. I'm going to use 1 of it and tap Voltaic Key to untap Thran Dynamo. So I have 1 mana still floating. And then I'm going to tap Thran Dynamo for 3. So I have 4 mana floating. And use 3 of that 4 mana floating to play Whisper Silk Cloak.
Oh, no.
With Whisper Silk Cloak on the field, I still have 1 mana remaining, but I can't do jack shit with it because Whisper Silk Cloak is 2 to equip. So instead, I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. So in order to keep myself from going down to have to discard a card, I'm going to play Tormod's Crypt for 0. AKA the fuck you blackjack card.
What?
It's tap it, sacrifice it, exile all cards from target player's graveyard. Okay.
That's not very nice.
I'd not seen that effect for 0, but I have seen that effect.
Yeah, Tormod's Crypt is a pretty old card. It pays for 0, but it's tapped to sacrifice to exile someone's library. And that takes me down to 7 cards in hand. Pass the turn to Brandon.
Ah! Okay.
Land.
Untap, upkeep, draw, sadness. I get 1 mana.
You do.
I have an artifact.
So you have 3 mana. Or, well, 1 and 2 to tap.
Um. Eh. Oh, that works. Okay, I'm gonna use the 1 generic to tap Orb of Dragonkind for 2 red,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna tap this Forest for 1 to play Dragon Speaker Shaman.
Okay. Are you gonna pay the 1 for Ristic Study?
No.
Alright, draw a card.
And then, with my last mountain, and because of the discount, I'm gonna play Swashbuckler Extraordinaire. When it enters the battlefield, I make a treasure. And the other stuff
Why is
doesn't
that
matter.
not a pirate?
You
Because
are a pirate.
it had to fit with the. In case you made a 5-color party time deck, I don't know.
Oh, I get to draw another one for that, don't I? Because you didn't.
And then I unfortunately have to pass.
All right. Untap.
Trying here, y'all.
Upkeep. I have 2 floating from these guys. That was not helpful. I will play a swamp as land per turn. Um, 2 black. Use the 2 colorless. 1 and 2. And play Geth, Lord of the Vault.
You played 2 cards so far?
I have played 1 card.
Okay, are you
I
gonna
played
pay
a
the
land
1?
per turn. No.
Okay, I'll draw a card. Alright, Geth, Lord of the Vault. Why am I familiar with that name?
Because one of your lands is the vault.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? Vault of Whispers.
Yeah. Basically, I get to call artifacts or creatures from opponents' graveyards.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I pay X and a black, where X is equal to their converted mana cost.
Yep.
And then
they mill that many.
Yeah, and then they mill that many.
Good, great.
Yeah, don't leave that out. That's a kind of important part.
And then you mill that many. I'm gonna pay 1 to equip Swiftfoot Boots onto Mr. Lord Geth. That's not helpful. Unfortunately, he's not a horror right now.
Nope.
Not yet.
I am going to go to combat.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to combat.
And I'm going to swing at Pulsar for 5.
Going to combat, boss. All right.
And Geth has Intimidate. So unless you have an artifact or a black creature, you cannot block him.
Well, that saves me some time then. I'll take 5.
And I will draw a card.
That is an evil laugh.
And I will pass turn.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not an evil laugh.
Untap, untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay. Play a land. It's called Rogue's Passage.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah, I know that one too. It's the pay for and you can't be blocked.
The pay for and yeet.
Pay for and go burr.
Well. All right, I think I will probably tell Jamie to draw a card because I'm going to tap Drover of the Mighty plus we'll call it 1 green, so white and red for Naya, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 to bring Gishath Sun's avatar out.
The big boy. With trample, vigilance, and haste.
Yes.
Haste.
And so I'm going to give him a +1/+1 from Rhythm of the Wild.
So he's an 8/7.
And I'm sorry, Ash. I'm gonna swing at you because I don't think you've got blockers.
I do. I have 2 right here.
Oh, hey. Hang on.
Want to
Wait a
rethink
minute.
that?
Yeah, when did this happen? All right, cool.
You
No,
do
it's
have
fine.
trample.
I mean, yeah, it is an 8/7 with trample. So
There.
if you want to put them both in front of it, that's fine.
I don't. Never mind.
Okay.
How much?
It's 8. It is an 8/7. Would you like to put 1?
I take 8. No, I need
Okay.
them.
Okay. In that case,
Reveal 8 cards from the top of your library.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards from the top of the library. Yes, reveal that many and put any number of dinosaurs from among them onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of my library in a random order. So,
Dragons go Bert, or dinosaurs go Bert.
Yeah, no, dragons are not going burr.
Gishath goes burr. Forest is going to get buried under. Kadama's Reach is going to get buried under. Swords to Plowshares. Sacred Peaks. Obvious Portal. Thundering Spineback, on the other hand. Harmonize. Come on, really? So I hit one dinosaur out of all that.
Which dinosaur was it, though?
It is Thundering Spineback, which gives all dinosaurs
That's a
or
lord.
other dinosaurs I control +1/+1. So yeah, it's
It
a
does
dinosaur
trigger
lord.
Rhythm of the Wild, though, because that's ETB. It's not play or cast.
That's fair. This is post combat, so I'm gonna give it the +1/+1 treatment.
Son of a biscuit.
And
I had to
just
drop
I will
dice, didn't I?
now that I have thoroughly shuffled these.
Realized when you cast your commander, you're not going to pay the one, I imagine, for.
I do not. Yeah, I'm fine with. I don't have the one to pay. I had enough mana to get Gishath on the board. So please enjoy the card. I enjoyed the card I got off of it. So
yeah.
I really think the only person that didn't enjoy it was Ash. And sorry.
All right, you done?
I am done. Pass turn.
All right, untap. Upkeep. Draw. All right, take that card. Now, at the beginning of my turn, I get 12 mana from Blinkmoth Urn because I have 12 artifacts.
Oof.
Now,
Yay,
friends, fellows, welcome! Because with 5 of that and 2 red. Welcome, welcome. Or sorry, with 3 of that and 2 red, so I still have 9 floating. Welcome to the storm of possibility.
I concede.
Do you?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Welcome to the storm
suffer.
of... Whenever a player casts a spell from his or her hand, that player exiles it, then exiles cards until he or she exiles a card that shares a card type with it. That player may cast that card without paying its mana cost, and then they put all cards exiled with Possibility Storm on the bottom of their library in a random order. Why is this important? Because what it means is, when I cast an artifact, it triggers Mishra and triggers Possibility Storm. I get to stack those triggers in such a way that Possibility Storm goes first. I exile the artifact I just cast, start flipping and basically cascading until I get an artifact, put that on, shove it all back in, and then use Mishra to go get that artifact that I just played.
Son of a biscuit.
Yep.
All right.
So Jamie gets to play basically 2 cards for the price of 1.
Yep. So with
All right.
It's not just me, friends. It's all of us.
I was gonna say I'm still trying to figure out how this works because I have to do it too.
You'll get a great example on my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
So first things first, using
You're the
2
real
of my still floating 9 mana, I'm gonna put Whisper Silk Cloak on Darksteel.
Oh boy.
Second, with the 7 remaining mana, using 2 of it, I cast Lightning Greaves. Let's play roulette and start flipping cards until I get an artifact. I immediately got an artifact. It's Swiftfoot Boots. So technically this goes back in my deck, but then Mishra procs and I get to go get it. So now I have Lightning Greaves and Swiftfoot Boots.
You do need to shuffle your library.
I do still have to shuffle my library, even though I didn't look at it. So technically, I'm
gonna demand you do the work of the card.
That is so fair. All right, so I still have it was 9, and then I used 2 of it for it was
You have 5 floating.
2 of it, 5 floating. 5 floating. Cool. So with that 5 floating, I'm gonna use 0 of it to attach Lightning Greaves to Mishra. Then I'm gonna keep shuffling. So 5 floating. Okay, hold on, I'm still mathing. All right, so with that 5 floating, I'm going to use 2 of that 5 floating.
3 floating. Okay.
What? Yeah. So
3 floating left.
Yeah.
I'm just mentally
3
keeping
floating
track.
after. So yeah, I'm gonna use 2 of it plus 1 blue to play Master of Ethereum, who is an artifact creature. So I get to flip until I hit an artifact or a creature. Basically for Possibility Storm. So start by flipping. That is a land. That is a land. That is a land. That is a land.
Oh boy.
That is Tezzeret the Seeker. That is Kurkash Onaki Ancient. Which is a creature. Never mind. Wait, hold on. The shares a card type with it. So Kurkash Onaki creature comes in, which is whenever I activate an ability of an artifact, if it isn't a mana ability, I can pay a red and copy it. So then.
Oh no.
So then Master of Ethereum and these technically go to the bottom, but I get to go get Master of Ethereum again, and then I shuffle my library because of Mishra and going to find Master of Ethereum. And then, so I have 3 floating. Using 1 of that 3 floating, I'm going to equip Swiftfoot Boots to Master of Ethereum.
I will say, I appreciate that Jamie is super tight on, like, knowing how the triggers work for this deck.
Yeah.
Because I get real annoyed otherwise.
Yep.
I mean,
you're probably real annoyed anyway.
I will be in a minute.
Then I still have. I used 1 of the floating to equip Swiftfoot Boots. So I have 2 floating. With 2 colorless floating, I'm going to. I don't have any access to red mana. Fuck. Okay. So using that 2 floating plus another 3, which is 5.
5.
Yeah, 5. And then I'm gonna tap Soul Ring, so 7.
Yep.
So using 6 of that 7, I'm gonna play Mind Slaver.
Oh no.
Then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the one that's still floating to tap Voltaic Key to untap Thran Dynamo. So I have nothing floating, but I have an untapped Thran Dynamo. Oh, wait. Fuck, I forgot Mind Slaver triggered another round. So let me do that real quick. Mind Slaver is an artifact, so I don't get that Emrakul. I do get the Unwinding Clock, however. Which means my lovely artifacts all untap at everyone else's untap phase.
Screaming. Absolutely screaming.
All right. So, and then I will shuffle again. Shuffle it up. Shuffle it up. Shuffle it up.
Look, at least I got to hit Jamie for a few things. After that, I'm okay.
All right. And then I have no mana floating. I have this taps for 3, 4, 5, 6 mana that I could potentially run with. And with that 6 mana that I could potentially run with, I'm going to use 5 of it, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna use 5 of it by tapping Thran Dynamo for 3, Vault of Whispers for 1, and Darksteel Citadel for 1 to play Ring of 3 Wishes. And then which will trigger another cycle, which will go get me Defense Grid. Defense Grid is during each player's turn, spells played by another player cost an additional 3, which is basically if you want to play an instant on someone else's turn, it costs you an extra 3 mana.
But it doesn't on your turn.
Not on your turn, no.
Okay,
it doesn't cost you extra mana to play on your turn, just on other people's turns.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and that affects me too. So I can't play instants on y'all's turns without paying extra mana.
That's really a problem for you.
So then, with all of that said and all of that done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got back down to the 7 cards in hand. Let's go. Fuck. No, I didn't. I forgot to draw one for Jorian. For casting my second spell for the turn. I'll do that real quick. I realized that I can still fix this though because I haven't played my land for turn. Cool. 7 cards. Let's go to combat. All right. I have a lot of things to work with here that I need to figure out. I control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 artifacts. Which makes Master of Ethereum a 1919 and Darksteel Juggernaut a 2020 because Master of Ethereum gives +1/+1 to all other artifact creatures I control. So I'm going to swing in with Master of Ethereum, which I can do because of Swiftfoot Boots, because it has haste, for 19 damage at Blackjack.
It doesn't have trample?
It does not have trample. And then I'm going to swing in for 2 with the Sad Robot. Nope, I'm not going to swing with the Sad Robot. It means more to me to have artifacts on the field than it does for me to draw a card right now, actually. So I'm just going to swing for 19 at Blackjack. And I'm going to keep Darksteel Juggernaut as a defender.
I'm going to block.
Okay.
Wait. Darksteel Juggernaut has to attack.
It does.
It has
You're
to.
right. Fuck. It does have to attack. So I'm going to swing Darksteel Juggernaut at Commander Pulsar.
Okay.
For 20.
It does not have trample though.
It does not have trample yet. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then
Okay.
second main, I will pass the turn to Brandon.
And then everything untaps.
Untap all your shit.
Yes, at your untap phase, all of my artifacts untap.
Yep. I'm gonna block with Frilled Death Spitter, which has enraged, and when it is dealt damage, it deals 2 damage to target opponent. I'm choosing
Me?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I will.
I mean, it would be a
That's
little
fair.
rude to just. I'm targeting Ashen for no reason. Just
It would be a little rude. All right. Did you get a? You didn't get a land, did you, Brandon?
I hadn't drawn yet. I did not get a land.
oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. This is fine. This is fine.
How many artifacts do you have?
I have
2.
2.
So you get 2 mana from Blink Moth.
Okay, I have 2 mana from Blink Moth, so I have a total of... I have 6 mana I can use. Okay. I might be able to do something with this. First, I'm going to use one of those to tap the Orb of Dragonkind for 2 blue. And then I'm going to use one of the blue and a green to get... Actually, wait. I still want 2 blue, I think. Let me double check. I'm going to use the one generic, one of the blue, green, red. Get Miirym. Not cast from my hand, so fuck off Possibility Storm.
In response. Oh, Miirym, is it when it from his or her? It is from your hand, his or her hand. So yeah, that doesn't matter. I do have a response though.
Ward 2.
I'm not. My response is not targeting you.
Okay.
Actually, I'm tapping Thran Dynamo for 3 and Darksteel Citadel for 1, and I'm gonna pay an extra red to crack Mindslaver to take control of both Blackjack and Commander Pulsar's next turn.
Son of a biscuit.
Okay. So I still have a blue floating.
I hate all of you.
I have a blue floating. I'm gonna crack my treasure for green. And I would play Corlessa Scale Singer, but instead it's gonna get exiled. So I'm gonna...
Yep. And you're gonna start flipping for creatures.
I'm gonna start an exile line. Or anything legendary, right? That's how
Yep,
that
or
works.
anything legendary. That is correct.
Okay. That's an instant. Legendary creature. I will take it. So, Inferno of the Star Mounts enters the battlefield.
Is Miirym when you cast or when you
When another non-token dragon
back.
enters the battlefield. Where's my copies?
create a token that isn't legend, except the token isn't legendary if that dragon is legendary? Neat. And then what is the one you just played?
Inferno of the Star Mounts. It's a 6/6 flying haste dragon.
Can't be countered.
And it can't be countered.
And
it
what else?
has
oh, you can feed it red mana,
I
basically.
can feed it red mana. If I get it to 20 power, it can deal 20 damage to any target.
It's Shivan Dragon's ultimate form.
Basically. Cool. So, Jamie, do you have any flyers?
Do I have any flyers? Nope.
Okay.
I do not.
Cool.
Bring it on.
Yeah, because, like, this is how long I got. So I'm going to swing 12 in the
12.
air at you.
All right. I will go down to 21.
Right. And I have 6 cards in hand, and we'll pass to Blackjack, I mean Jamie.
Yeah. Blackjack, I need you to, untap everything.
Yep.
And then, does
Show you
anything
my
proc
hand,
at your upkeep?
No.
All right. So draw a card. And then send me a picture of your hand.
It doesn't. It's.
Yeah, no, we're just playing open.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're just playing.
That's fair. All right. So what do we got in your hand? Shadowkin. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player mills 3 cards. Among the cards.
I can exile it and then make it a copy. Psionic Ritual. I can replicate by tapping an untapped horror.
Yep. Yeah, drink while y'all doing this.
Yeah.
Overcharged Amalgam.
Overcharged Amalgam, yep. And then Maskwood Nexus.
Okay. Cool.
Do you want to play a land per turn, sir?
No, you don't get that.
I
well,
don't get
you
a
might.
land per turn.
You might, but I haven't decided yet. Creatures control are every creature type, and the same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Okay, Maskwood Nexus. Interesting. All right, so
it comes into play for a couple of things.
Okay, what's in your graveyard, real quick?
Grizzlix. Illithid Scholar.
All right, and then I need to look at something. You. All right. And Grizzlix costs how much mana?
3.
3.
But that's that's in the graveyard. So
3. And then, yep. And then what is this card that has exploit or whatever on it? Overcharged Amalgam.
Overcharged Amalgam. Exploit. Sacrifice a creature. When it exploits, I can counter target spell, activated ability, or triggered ability.
Okay. All right. Okay. So.
Am I milling 600 cards?
No.
I don't actually have anything that can do that right now.
First things first, I need you to tap 2 blue.
Okay.
And 2, I don't know, tap your Exotic Orchard. And then a swamp, I guess.
Okay.
And play Overcharged Amalgam, exploiting your Geth. Or
since he's got hexproof, I can't target him.
You can target him. No one else can target him.
Okay.
That's how hexproof works. It's Shroud, where Shroud is the one where even you can't target him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what? It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Since it comes into play.
Actually, no. Sorry, I just remembered something. Put that back in your hand and put Geth back on the field, real quick.
I was gonna say
how many artifacts do you have on the field?
2.
All right, untap all your mana and stuff. So, first things being first, what you're gonna do is you're gonna use that 2 floating mana, and then you're gonna tap that Exotic Orchard, and a swamp. You do Geth, Lord of the Vault on your own graveyard for the guy who's in there right now. For 3.
Okay.
So you get him back. Wait, Geth doesn't die from that. That doesn't kill Geth, does it?
No.
No, so why are you putting him in the graveyard? He's not there yet. And then you mill how many?
It says
4.
Mill, yeah.
Or X. I guess X is 3.
So X was 3.
So 3.
So mill 3. So mill yourself for 3.
2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
Is that what I think? No!
Yes! Yeah. It
Is that fractured sanity?
Yeah.
is. Yes.
All right. And then
And Navigator's Ruin.
okay. Great. And then we're gonna do what I did before, where you're gonna exploit and get rid of your Geth.
Okay. So 2
tap out. Yep.
And
Exploit
2.
your own Geth.
Wait, have you played the ramp per turn?
No, he hasn't. And maybe I won't let him.
That's fair.
And then after you have exploited your own Geth, there is no legal targets for the effect, so it fizzles.
Technically, it would be what you're doing now is an effect.
You can't target yourself. That's not how that effect works for sure. I'm almost certain you can't target this very effect. You can't. Exploit is a.
Well, it's counter target spell, activated ability, or triggered ability, and yours was a activated ability that allowed you to play my turn.
Oh, you can't counter something that's already happened. That was way the fuck back. Counter is an instant speed.
That's off the stack at this point.
Yeah. So then your overcharged amalgam's on the field, and then in response to after overcharged amalgam hits the field, on my side.
Well, that's right, because it casts, so then I would have to. Wouldn't Possibility Storm activate?
Oh, yeah. Possibility Storm activates because you cast Overcharged Amalgam, so it hits the field. And
wouldn't have exploited then.
Then it wouldn't have exploited. Yeah. So go put Geth back on your field. Wow, I've made things so much more complicated.
You did.
Anyway, so put Geth back on the field. So start flipping cards till you get a creature, any creature.
Creature.
All right, that goes on the field, and then nope, your creature that goes the exploit creature, the amalgam gets put on the bottom of your library.
Right, along with the other cards.
Yep,
correct.
Along with the other cards. Yep. And then what is this creature that just entered? At the beginning of
Dreamborn Muse. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player puts the top X cards of their library into their graveyard, where X is equal to the number of cards in their hand.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate this game so
anyway.
And do I shuffle? No, just
no, you just
order.
put them on the bottom.
Okay.
And then, what cards do we still have in hand? Psionic Ritual, Shadowkin, some lands, and you're tapped out. All right.
Yeah.
So then, at the end of after Dreamborn Muse hits the field, I'm gonna crack Tormod's Crypt and exile your graveyard. And then pick your hand back up because it is the end of your turn.
All right.
Oh, I forgot that my stuff untapped at the beginning of your turn. So,
don't even let him play the land.
I mean, I'm okay with that though.
Okay, wait, who the fuck?
Ow.
That was very loud. All right. Yeah, I don't know why that alert is so loud. And yeah, that's your turn. So we go to Commander Pulsar's.
Yep. At the beginning of your upkeep, Pulsar, how many cards do you have in hand?
2.
So you mill 2.
Well, mill 2 cards.
Sure.
All right, and then Jamie takes over from there.
Untap.
Sure.
Upkeep. Yeah, you untap, upkeep,
and then draw.
Then Dreamboard would activate. And
then draw a card, and then show me your hand so I can figure out what I'm doing.
That is a funny effect, but at the same time, very rage-inducing.
That is a Zakama Primal Calamity. What the fuck?
It is a Zakama Primal Calamity. And a Needle Tube Raptor and make a stand.
Make a stand. Creatures get +1 and gain indestructible until end of turn. Great. Okay.
Oh, I mean, I'd rather have Zakama in the deck because then I can
put it on the full art field.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just the hands here.
You are the hands, and I am the maestro.
So you gotta hand model things.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. You are going to. This one's pretty easy. You're gonna tap 4. One of it has to be red. So do your Sacred Foundry plus your Rogue's Passage plus 2 others, your choice. I really don't care.
Okay.
And then
Tapping 4. All right.
yeah, to play your Needletooth.
Oh, then which one do you want me to untap?
Um,
Because there's a
I have
discount.
I have Otepec Huntmaster.
oh,
It's only two.
you do.
two in a red.
Untap your planes. Yeah,
Okay.
to play your Needletooth
Uh-huh.
on the field. And using Rhythm of the Wild, we're gonna give it haste.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Possibility Storm.
Oh, right,
Yep.
Possibility Storm. All right.
You don't
so start
actually
flipping
play
cards-
their hands. You play the types of cards in their hands.
Right. So
So
start
yeah,
flipping,
so it goes into exile.
Yep, and you start flipping cards so
Yep.
you get another creature.
Mm-hmm.
Game's fucking wild.
Um,
There's a lot of not creatures there, Pulsar.
There you go. So what we'll actually get instead is Etali Primal Storm.
Jesus Christ.
that's a hell of a trade up, I would say.
That's an
So what
upgrade.
What happens to Needletooth Raptor?
It and all the
It
cards
goes to bottom.
bottom.
It and all of it go to the bottom.
Okay. Random order?
I don't think it has. It's in the order that they were exiled, so it would start with Needletooth and then all the ones up from there. So Needletooth would
Okay.
be the one closest to the top, I guess.
Good.
And then, so we got an Etali on the field instead. And then, Rhythm of the Wild trigger, you're going to give it haste.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So then, what you're going to do, what else do you have in your hand?
Zakama and make a stand.
All right. Pull your hand back. I don't care about your hand anymore. Instead, we're going to combat. Yes, welcome to combat. You're going to swing. First things first, you're going to swing your commander and Etali into me.
Okay.
And I'm going to block your commander with Darksteel Juggernaut and Etali with Master of the Ethereum. But before that, Etali does proc, but we'll get to that in a second. And then you're going to swing. You're going to swing everything else you have at blackjack.
Okay.
All of it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But before that, Etali procs, so exile the top card of each player's library. So everyone exile the top card of your library. And then
Does that fire Possibility Storm?
no.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Well, the exiling part does not.
No.
Where
right.
where would you like to start?
So we're gonna start. Wait. So each player's library. All right. So Commander Pulsar, what did you exile?
I'm exiling Raging Swordtooth.
Okay. So put it into your exile pile.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna cast it.
Okay.
Brandon, what do you got? Is that Dragon Shaman?
It's Dragon Master Outcast. So
Okay,
if
put
I
it
have...
in your exile.
Okay.
All right. Mine is a Hedron Archive. I'm also just gonna leave it in exile. Blackjack, what is that?
From the Catacombs. Put
From the
target
Catacombs.
creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control with a corpse counter on it. You take the initiative. If that creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else.
Okay. So return target creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield with a corpse counter on it. Under your control. If that creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of. We're not going to cast that. Just exile it. I'm not dealing with that right now. This is just everyone exiles. All right, and then we're going to deal with with Commander swinging into me. So Commander, you're swinging your commander into me, who is an 8/7.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, I'm going to block that with Darksteel Juggernaut, who is a 17, 17.
Mhm.
And then Itali is a 6-6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to block that with Master of Ethereum, who's also a 17, 17.
Okay.
And then all of the rest of that is going at Blackjack. So Blackjack's, and you
All right,
got to
what we got?
work that up.
Yeah, what we got coming at me?
I'm. I'm okay. You're telling me that I'm all right.
Yep.
Sure. So that's 6, 4, 10, 12, 13 points of damage coming at you.
All right, let's see. As you know, Spell Table tries to figure out what all these cards are. So what the?
Yeah. Good. What questions did you have? Drover of the Mighty is a human druid.
With
Thundering Spine. Yeah.
Basically
it's
plus
with,
3/+3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a 4/4.
Okay,
Thundering
so it's a
Spineback.
4/4.
Yep. Thundering Spineback is a 6/6. I'm assuming Jamie. Well, I don't have the mana for the other.
I'm going to block your Huntmaster.
Okay.
With my Dreamborn Muse.
Okay. So how much?
Mine's a 2/2.
Okay, so that will kill it. All right, they'll trade.
Mm-hmm.
Or they won't trade, but yeah, that'll kill that. All right.
And then
the Raging Raptors is a 3/4 because of Thundering Spineback, but
okay. I will block your Raptors with my 5/5. Guess.
Okay.
So you do get to go look for a land because it did get dealt damage.
Yep.
And then I will take
10.
That's what.
Actually, that's not up to me, Blackjack.
Oh yeah, go get a land.
It's a May. It's a May effect.
It is a May effect. Go get a land. You're fine. I'm not gonna.
Okay. And then. Oh, but you're gonna stop me from playing a land per turn. Okay. And then what's left? Is it
10, I believe.
10 damage.
10?
Yeah.
Drover, yeah, that's a 4/4, and that's a 6/6.
I'll take the 10.
Yeah, and then so just to also clarify, Blackjack, when we were on your turn, we played one spell, right? That was the creature that got cycled through, because the other one came out of your graveyard. It was yeah, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Right. So all right, so we played one spell, so I got one Rhystic Study trigger from that, and then Commander, we played one spell on your turn as well, I believe.
Yeah.
It was one dinosaur, so I got a Rhystic Study trigger on that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And then after you get your land commander and shuffle your deck, we will end your turn.
Okay.
Which makes it my turn. My actual turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
I want to let y'all know those 2 turns were 15 minutes.
I'm sorry, okay?
No. It was just funny. It was just funny.
All right.
I already banned you. I did all I can.
What, you banned me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at HH chat.
I'm not banned.
But look at chat.
Oh, okay. I see.
I banned you.
All right, fair enough. You banned me. All right. All right. So then, at my turn, I will untap. I don't have anything to untap. Draw for turn. Okay. So land for turn. I'm gonna play Sulphur Falls. Then. Oh no! I'm gonna make life so much more difficult.
You have to.
Yay.
I'm so sorry. So I currently have 17 mana floating from Blinkmoth Urn. I'm gonna use 4 of it to play the Panharmonicon.
Fuck you!
God.
Use forward to play Panharmonicon to start flipping for artifacts. Again, hold on. So, Soul of New Phyrexia comes in. This island will go, and then I will go get Panharmonicon. However, Panharmonicon isn't on the battlefield yet, so it doesn't proc trigger with, so I don't get the double trigger off Possibility Storm for an artifact or creature entering, because Panharmonicon's effect wasn't in play yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a Panharmonicon now, which means I get to do Possibility Storm twice. And additionally, it's only on my turn does it trigger twice, so don't worry about your turns. But yep, so play the Panharmonicon, and it's only for creatures and artifacts. So, of which currently my hand weirdly has none. So we're gonna fuck it, I guess, because of Possibility Storm. Possibility Storm, I only get to go cycle for the thing I discard if it's an artifact because of Mishra. Anything else just gets cycled, and I get what I get. So, fuck it, I guess. Let's find out what happens. I'm gonna tap a black... Wait, hold on. Why am I saying fuck it? I have Ring of 3 Wishes. I can pay 5 to go just take a wish counter off and go find anything. So I used 4 of my 17 floating for Panharmonicon. I got 13 left. So go down to 8. Tap Ring of 3 Wishes and take a wish counter off to go find for any card I want. Search for a card and put it. I don't even have to reveal it. I just get to go get it.
Yep.
Cool. Great. I can go get that. Shuffle my hand. I got 8 left floating. Still, oh fuck! It doesn't even matter what I go get though, because I'm gonna cycle it. Possibility Storm.
Unless it's an artifact.
Well, unless it's an artifact, which is fair. So maybe I do go get something that is an artifact instead of going and getting Emrakul, the Promised End. That way I actually. So let me go find an artifact.
I forgot Emrakul was in that deck.
Yeah. All right, cool. Instead, I'm gonna go get Grafted Exoskeleton.
Gross.
Because, and I'm only revealing it, even though I didn't have to, because I'm gonna play it using 4 out of that 8 remaining floating. Which will then trigger Possibility Storm again. So off the top, we get that I get Thopter Assembly, an artifact creature, and then I get to do it again because of Panharmonicon. So shuffle the deck up and go for another artifact. That is land. That is Noxious Gearhulk. When Noxious Gear enters the battlefield, I get to destroy another target creature. If a creature is destroyed this way, I gain life equal to its toughness. I'm gonna destroy Dreamborn Muse because it's annoying. And also, you're correct, Blackjack. However, I did have 7 cards in hand at the beginning. I forgot to mill those, so I'm going to mill those real quick.
That's it.
4, 5, 6, 7. Mill 7. All right. How big was Dreamborn Muse's toughness?
2/2.
It was a 2/2. All right, so I gained 2 life. All right. And I have a Noxious Gearhulk on the field, which is a 5/4 with Menace. I will put Noxious Gearhulk up here, along with this. All right. Then I will, after having done that, I still have 4 mana left because I used the 4 of it to play that is floating. So using 1 of that 4 mana, I'm going to tap Voltaic Key and untap Ring of 3 Wishes. And then, so with 3 remaining floating, I'm going to tap Soul Ring for 5, remove another counter from Ring of 3 Wishes, go find another card. Again, I guess it does, unless it's an artifact, it doesn't matter because I will cycle it, so I better go get a fucking artifact. I love this deck. I also hate this deck because sometimes it puts me off my ability to do things. Maybe we make this game real fucking wild for everyone.
Because it's not already.
I'm gonna put you within an inch of your life.
No, this is. I'm gonna make things wild for all of us, not just me. All right. So then I have no mana floating. What the fuck? What? Oh, I was like, what happened to my screen? There's too much happening on my board. It's fine. Then no mana floating. I'm gonna use. Fucking hell. I'm gonna tap Thran Dynamo for 3 and use 2 of that to equip Grafted Exoskeleton to Darksteel Juggernaut. So Darksteel Juggernaut now has Infect, an additional +2/+2.
And is unblockable.
Oh boy.
And is unblockable. It is an unblockable Infect 2/2 that has to attack. So somebody's dying.
I was gonna say, doesn't like you can only have 10 Infect tokens?
Yeah.
Yep. Or you die. All right. Now.
Awesome.
Spell table tracks it.
Yep. Now, the thing that is going to make this entire game real wild for fucking everyone because of Blinkmoth Urn. I'm going to tap. So I used 2 of Thran Dynamo to equip Grafted Exoskeleton, which means I still have 1 floating. With that 1 floating, I'm going to tap an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus, I don't know, Blood Crypt for 6. For Mycosynth Lattice, all permanents are artifacts in addition to their other types. All cards that aren't in play, spells and permanents, are colorless, and players may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. Everyone's board is now all artifacts. All your lands, all your everything is artifacts. That also means that at the beginning of your turn, you get an amount of mana equal to the number of permanents you control because of Blinkmoth Urn with Mycosynth Lattice.
Okay.
It's not gonna matter because someone's gonna die.
Then I'm gonna play roulette and tap 3 and not play Saheeli Rai because I get to go get a different Planeswalker from this deck.
I have that question. What if there's only one Planeswalker in the deck?
Then you cycle the whole deck, it fails to proc, and the card goes to the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah. However, I got lucky, and the top card is Dak Fedon! So Saheeli Rai goes to the bottom. I don't have to shuffle because I didn't do Mishra's effect. I get a Dak. Dak is currently 3 loyalty tokens, except I'm going to do his... I'm going to do his +1 to draw 2 and discard 2. So he has actually got 4 loyalty counters, and he is also an artifact. And then, so I get to discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. So I'm going to discard these 2, draw these 2. That was incredibly useless, actually. Anyway, suffice to say, besides the point, let's go to... This is an exile. Let's go to combat. So Darksteel Juggernaut has to attack. It is currently a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, it's all permanents or artifacts. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 33, +1/+1, so 34, 34, +2, +2, 36, 36.
So Jamie, I'm going to save you some trouble.
Hmm?
If you want to win, you need to kill me.
Why?
Because I have you dead on board next turn.
What the? Okay, fine. I'm throwing Darksteel Juggernaut at you for unblockable.
Because you still don't have flying.
I still do not have flying.
And I could, because you did your everything's an artifact, I can pump up Inferno and then just swing.
Oh, yep, you're correct. All right.
So
That would have
I'm
killed
dead.
me. You're dead on board. So that's 36 infect at Brandon. But
But I am proud
Mass-
knowing I could do that.
Yep.
With 2 land.
Yep. All right. I missed my Jorian trigger again by when I cast the second spell. That's fine. Just draw this. It's another fucking land. Then, fuck. Okay.
Well, it's also an artifact, so
It is a artifact. All right. So, Darksteel Juggernaut killed Brandon. Brandon is dead. I still control. It's 36 is getting close. So 33. I control 33 artifacts currently, counting everything. For some reason, I still don't have my fucking dragon yet that just lets me win the game when I have 20 artifacts. So instead, I'm gonna swing. Oh fuck! Nothing has trample, does it? Do I have anything to give things trample? I guess I don't have anything to give things trample, but what I do have is swinging 33 plus 2 for 35 at Commander Pulsar.
mm-hmm.
So Commander Pulsar, unless you have a response, you are dead.
I do not.
Okay.
Actually, well, hang on. No, yeah, no, because everything's tapped out, so I have no
Yep.
blockers.
That is what I thought. All right, and then which is a thing that I also should have done to Blackjack when I was controlling his turn, but I forgot.
Yeah, you didn't. I live for one more turn.
Such is the way. So I will go to second main phase. I have nothing to do, so I will pass the turn at your untapped step, Blackjack. I will untap all of my artifacts, which is everything, because
Yeah,
everything's an
Haley,
artifact.
Haley, I want to be very clear. This is not a normal game of Commander.
Oh no.
We will teach you a much easier game of Commander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we can handle it. I just mean Haley, a new player.
Yeah.
All right. I'm playing a land per turn.
Yep.
Is it cast like cast, or is it okay from his or her hand?
So if it comes out of your graveyard, it's fine. But
so I'm going to pay 5 floating because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because this one came in to turn after all of that would have.
Yep. So you have how many permanents do you have?
I have 10 plus 1, plus the one I just played.
Okay. Well, Blinked Moth Urn triggers at your upkeeps or at your beginning of your pre-combat main phase. So before you play that, so you have 10 floating.
Right. I have 10 floating. 3. I'll pay 5 for captain.
All right. A good captain.
The good captain. I will pay then 4 to play Shadowkin. And then your possibility storm triggers.
Yep. So you go Shadowkin is a creature?
Yes.
All right, so you go flip until you get creatures.
Hey, I got a creature.
Is that Skithrix?
No.
No, it's Brainstealer Dragon.
Okay, I was about to say, is that fucking Skittles?
No, it's baby Skittles.
At the... So I have 1 floating.
Mm-hmm. Well, you used how much to cast your captain?
5, and then Shadowkin was 4.
Shadowkin was 4, so you had. So
I had
Shadowkin was
10.
4, so you had 10. So you have 1. Yeah, 1 floating
So I
left.
have 1 floating.
Yep.
I'm going to use that one to move.
The boots over to the dragon.
The boots. Yep, boots the dragon.
Okay. My question is this, Blackjack. Can you kill me? Because otherwise Darksteel kills you next turn.
I can't. Yeah, because the most I can deal is 6 in the air.
Okay. Good game.
Yeah, because I would have attacked.
Yeah. I would have taken 6, because I can't do anything about that.
And you then would have milled 6 cards to the captain.
Yep. I would have milled 6, but I have more than 6 left in my deck.
Right. I would have drawn a card. We would have gone to end step.
Mm-hmm.
We both would have. Okay, so you would have exiled the top card.
We would have exiled the top card, which mine would have been Felden of the Third Path.
Is that a creature?
It is a creature.
Or hold on, let me pull it up and see if spell table will see it.
It copies creature cards in the graveyard and makes them artifacts.
What from the 6 that you milled, what did you put in there? I just want to see
wait, right. So I guess Felden. Yeah, Felden, you would have milled 6 first, right? So it would have been Felden 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you are only looking at creatures from that.
Creatures or artifacts.
So I did not mill any artifacts wildly, but I did mill again Felden and Padim, Consul of Innovation, who is artifacts you control have hexproof, and at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control the artifact with the highest converted mana cost or tied for the highest converted mana cost, draw a card. So basically, would have given everything on your board hexproof. Just not by that virtue of existing.
Okay, so I would have played that because of Captain.
Yep. You would have played that because of Captain. And then the top card would have been an island instead for the.
Right, but then you would have also lost. What's Padim's converted mana cost?
Converted mana cost from Padim is 4. So I would have lost 4 life.
So then you lost 4 life. So that's 10 life you would have lost.
So that would have taken me down to 13.
And then you would have killed me.
And then I would have killed you with Darksteel for 30, however plus.
Yeah, however many.
Yeah. Good game.
Yeah. So
I mean, good for 2 lands.
You did, and that was the next card.
Ooh.
Yeah, Drown Secrets. Not that I would have been able to play it.
Yeah.
I would like everyone to take a moment to look at my board state.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Like the last time you played this. Love you, Jamie.
Love you too. How does everybody feel about this lovely card called Possibility Storm?
Possibility Storm by itself, fun.
Yeah, Possibility Storm in that deck, not so much.
Mainly just because, like, it worked out for me, because next turn I was going to just, like, filter. I had a bunch of, like, 2 mana drops in my hand, and I would have just started filtering through my deck.
But hey, like, some of these cards I threw in there as a way of just kind of getting a stopgap. Let me mill them while I can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dreamborn Muse. It's not a horror, but
It
with
mills. Yeah, you went more the mill route.
It mills like crazy.
Yeah, you went the mill route instead of the horror tribal.
Yeah.
I think honestly that when it comes to this deck is pretty much, one, it's oops all artifacts, obviously. But 2, it's basically random artifact good stuff, and it boils down to what artifact am I gonna go get today? Kind of a thing. if I don't get Possibility Storm. If I do get Possibility Storm, everything becomes absolutely wild for me. If I don't, then it's just artifacts.
So, Jamie, that is what I was waiting for.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Except it's terrifying.
Is that Merit Lage?
It's an adorable Merit Lage.
That's a Merit Lage. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, now I understand why you have the Snowlands.
Yeah.
I needed for not Dark Depths, because Dark Depths is expensive.
Yeah. Dark Depths is expensive. But
the easiest way to get it out is have it out and then Thespian stage it and then get Merit Lage.
Yes. What is the thing I wanted to say here? Oh yes. Sorry.
I don't fucking apologize.
It's
I
a
feel
game.
like I should. How are you doing, Commander?
Okay.
I just feel like I came in and dinosaurs were
I've
scary.
I've seen Pulsar's deck go off, and Jurassic Park had nothing on that deck.
I mean,
electric fences. I'd like to see them try.
it has done its thing before, so yeah, no, it's.
The really unfortunate thing is that when you got that flip on Gishath, you only got the one dinosaur.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's. I mean, that is not the worst feeling. The worst feeling is actually flipping and getting Waking Sun's avatar
and destroying everything.
No, that's the thing. You only get to board wipe if you cast it. That's why it's a disappointment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
fair.
if you get it off of Gishath, it's like, oh.
Well,
I mean,
that can also be
I'm not going to be
because...
too. I mean, I'm going to be too mad. It's like a 7/6 or something, but still, it's just like, oh. I mean, it's not the only board wipe in there, but it's a nice one because it's the most fun board wipe because it kills everything that isn't a dinosaur.
Yeah.
But see, I have a card that can counter that. The artifact I have in my hand that makes all of my creatures every kind. That also includes dinosaurs.
Yeah,
that's true.
No, I mean, well, I'm not always trying to wipe your board.
Because my board is just like, oh, well, I need to hit people in order to mill them.
Right. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I mean, if I've got Rogue's Passage and Gishath, then everybody else is blockers.
Yeah, that's so fair. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so that's Oops All Artifacts. I don't think I played that on stream before, so.
You have not.
Yeah, and it's worth noting, like, look at my life total, y'all. It was fun.
Oh, if I had lived, I was killing you. Because you made it to where mana was any color, and I was going to pump all that shit into Inferno.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the smartest thing there you did was take my turn, because there was a couple of things I basically could have done to, like, okay, let's get rid of a key piece of that whole machine.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and let me throw a dinosaur into your works there and see how it functions, you know. So, yeah. So taking over was a good plan.
Yeah, I think maybe, honestly, the rudest thing I did that entire game was not the Possibility Storm. It was the double proc Mindslaver on Blackjack and Commander.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So, that was fun.
I got a lot of my dinner eaten, so, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. I think the one thing I do apologize for is that taking 15 minutes to run both y'all's turns that you probably could have ran so much faster.
I mean, like, that's how that works. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Holy shit.
I was saying,
thank you very much.
I mean, yes, we would have run it faster, but we would also have run it very differently and probably not in your favor. So, you know.
Yes, that's fair. I ran everything in my favor.
Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. We actually just wrapped our second game, so we'll be raiding out soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
unfortunately.
and I do want to say that anyone playing along at home, we might seem grumpy because we all
Hydrate.
got we all got the floor wiped with our own cards.
I have tea. I'm sorry.
But this is all in good fun. We all enjoy the game, and it's
No.
casual.
I'm a
Yeah.
So
cry
there's
over
no points
here.
involved.
Sorry, 2,000 more
Look.
bits.
I got water, so I can hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch, Haley.
I'm all out of tea. Why is the tea all gone?
Because you drank it while Jamie was taking your turn.
Yeah, right.
And the bourbon's all gone
I got
too.
you. Hold on. I can show my face. 1 second. This is gonna be atrocious for me to do and fix later.
Okay.
Hi, I'm upside down now. But I'm here.
Hi.
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 I was asked.
You are upside down.
I was asked for my face, so now I have my
Oh,
face.
well, there's your face.
Yeah.
It's a good face. It's upside down, but it's a good face.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I know you meant it figuratively, but I can do it. So there we go.
anyway, I hope y'all aren't too mad that I returned
No,
and wiped the floor with you once again.
We're so. My goal is to Mariah's already beaten you. Now I need to beat you.
You have, remember? You have beaten me by winning off Mariah's back after Mariah got rid of me.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
No, that's not
One
fair.
day,
Also,
one day.
you did also just kick my ass with Shorikai, remember?
Oh, that's fair.
So
Maybe I need to bring the boy back. Bring back the mechs.
bring back the moves.
Also, I
No,
need an altar that this is a Megazord. I need it.
That's fair. Maybe next time I play, I bring mono blue control just so you can see, because that was my first and favorite deck.
I kind of want to get the Voltron proxies, like with all the lions.
Oh yes,
in my
that'd also be
Shorikai
good.
deck. Yeah, because I think it'd be funny.
Your fate. Thank you for the sub. Adrian, you're killing me right now. I also have, thanks to Blackjack's suggestion, I have Omen Kel ready to put into Shorikai. So
Mhm.
Good.
I need to
Good.
do that.
Great. Love that. All right. Well, I'm gonna go find someone to raid.
I got somebody for us. I went and
Aki.
looked it up while I was dead. Lonzo is streaming.
Lonzo is streaming, playing Moonscars.
We haven't gotten to raid Lonzo.
Raid
I mean,
Lonzo Gonzo.
I believe it is still the
Underscore.
month, right?
It is.
It is. Yes, it is still.
It
It's,
is. I mean, I believe it's going to be all month.
It's
The-
Hispanic Heritage Month, right?
Yeah, it's
Or-
Hispanic Heritage Month. Until I think it's like November 4th is the date. For MTG cards, the best way to get to evaluate, you can evaluate market price by looking at, probably Card Kingdom.
Yeah.
Or
If they're
like-
Card Kingdom, and I would say I would not, again, the same reason you don't get one appraisal on like work on your
Yeah.
house. I would look at Card Kingdom, and there's a site called TCG Player, which
TCG
I will
Player.
put in.
Another thing is that if they are legitimately 1994 cards, that means they're alpha beta. And if they're alpha beta, then depending on what
You
they are, you might
basically
need to
can-
get them. You might
Yeah,
need to get
you
them actually professionally graded for how they are, and because depending on the card, that they might be worth some serious cash.
Yeah,
Um,
some very they might be worth
Yeah.
a lot.
If they theoretically, if it's anywhere from 1994, it could be alpha, beta, and then Rivals was the first named set that they dropped.
Mhm.
So
No, we know you're not joking. That's why we're giving legit advice.
yeah, that's why
Yep.
we're giving
Yeah.
legit
I mean-
advice. Channel Fireball, TCG Player, Card Kingdom. Go look up. Make sure you know what set they're from, because that is gonna matter.
Yep.
Because
Let's put it this way: last year during Desert Bus for Hope, they raffled off a card that it was a Time Spiral. I don't remember what set that was from.
time,
or Time
like
Walk.
original
Ti-
Time Spiral.
Yeah, it's like it was a Time Walk. That's what it was. It was like an
Time-
original
Time
Time
Walk.
Walk,
Time Walk.
which was
Um,
like the card's worth like $4,000. And
Like it was an original Time Walk.
yep,
So an
Yep.
alpha Time Walk.
Yep. And basically, because Desert Bus for Hope is a charity thing, they put it in where all you had to pay to get a chance to win it was $5. So somebody won that for $5 and gave it to her boyfriend for Christmas.
Yeah, if this is an
Well, that's
original
nice.
an original time walk from but I mean alpha, beta, or unlimited, it doesn't matter. A card price is I mean if it's from alpha, it's about 17 grand.
Yeah, so you may have some very, very valuable cards, Adrian. But yeah,
It's worth looking.
but that's the thing.
Yep.
Even if it's not the big 9 that are worth like thousands and thousands, I'm like, if each one of them is worth a couple of $100, then
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah.
That's still
Yeah,
You
it's,
know.
yeah. If it's not the Power 9, it's fine. There's still a lot of good ones from that set, and a lot of collectors are interested in. So worth looking into. If they're beta, then make sure you're checking the beta prices, because obviously that's going to be different from alpha or unlimited. Anyway,
I mean,
let's
it's
raid
like-
Lonzo.
Like that card, the comic book Dragon is going for about $100 now.
Yep.
All right.
So
All right. I'm gonna throw a star in screen. Thank you all so much for joining us this
Bye, y'all.
evening. Catch you in 2 weeks for another episode of Wednesday Night Magic.